Kérjük szépen mindenkit még egyszer, hogy legyünk a dobozokhoz, másfél perc lesz majd a kiválasztásra. Köszönjük szépen, tartsuk be a fair play szabályait.
Sorry, one more time for the fair play. Please do not touch the boxes. So if you could just leave them in a pile, that would be great. Thank you.
Kettes selejtező csoport csapatait várjuk az asztalonhoz, hogy valaki még nem foglalta el a helyét, hogy legyen szíves jöjjön, hiszen rövidesen kezdünk.
We are still waiting for some teams from the second team qualifier to win. Please make sure you come as fast as possible. Thank you.
Még mindig vannak érkezők, úgyhogy egy nagyon picit még várunk.
We are still waiting today.
Aki nincs még az asztalnál, azok jöjjenek, hiszen szeretnénk kezdeni pontosan 12 óra 30 perckor. Így is érkezik még egy csapat.
Please make sure you come and sit down at your table as soon as possible. Thank you. We would like to start the second round on time.
Hölgyeim és uraim, kedves versenyzők, a Puzzle Európa bajnokság folytatódik, mégpedig a csapatverseny második selejtező körére.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to proceed with the European Jigsaw Championship. The second team qualifier is just about to start. May we have your attention, please?
Nagyjából most vagyunk a verseny felénél, az EB felénél, de azért vegyük át gyorsan a legfontosabb szabályokat.
Let's quickly run through the most important rules again.
Először is kérlek szépen mindenki, hogy némítsátok le a telefonokat, a selfie-k elkészültek, gondolom, mindenki némítsa le a telefonját a teremben.
Once you are done with your selfies, please make sure that your cell phones are on mute.
Előttetek az asztalon 4 darab Ravensburger puzzle van, ebből 2-t kell majd kiválasztani.
You can see 4 puzzles on the desk, and you will have to choose 2 boxes only.
Az a 2 maradjon az asztalon, amit szeretnétek kirakni, a másik 2 pedig az asztal alá, és nem lehet menet közben cserélni, tehát a döntés végleges, hogy melyik 2 legyen.
The 2 boxes, the 2 puzzles you are going to complete should remain on the table, and the 2 puzzles that you are not going to complete should go under the table.
A második puzzle csak akkor kezdhetitek el, amikor az elsőt befejezitek, tehát nem lehet menet közben 2-t rakni, csak 1-et lehet rakni.
You can only start completing the second puzzle when you are finished with the first one, not before.
Amint a verseny elkezdődik, a Magyarországi Puzzle Egyesület elnöke Kubinka János körbejár és rögzíti, hogy ki, melyik csapat, melyik két puzzle-lal dolgozik.
As soon as your time goes off, János Kubinka is going to walk around and record which two puzzles you are going to complete. So that's going to be official.
A dobozokat egyébként már felbontottuk, de hogyha valami probléma van a nyitással, akkor azonnal jelezzétek a segítőinknek.
The boxes have been opened for you previously, but in case you have any problems, raise your hands and a helper is going to help you.
És akkor nézem az órámat, mostantól kezdve 90 másodpercetek van dönteni.
Now you have 90 seconds to decide which two puzzles you are going to complete. 90 seconds.
És akkor az a két doboz maradjon fent, amivel játszani szeretnétek, a másik kettő pedig az asztal alá.
The two puzzles that you are going to complete should stay on the table, and the two puzzles that you are not going to complete today should go under the table.
Egy perc eltelt, még nagyjából 30 másodperc van a döntésre.
There's about 25 seconds left to decide which two puzzles you are going to complete today.
Komoly dilemma, úgy látom, mindenkinél, hogy melyik kettő legyen.
Looks like you are in a big trouble, guys. Which two puzzles to complete?
És akkor most letelik a 90 másodperc. Kérnénk szépen, hogy mindenkinél 2 darab puzzle maradjon az asztalon, 2 pedig az asztal alá kerüljön.
Time is up, which means you should have 2 puzzle boxes on the table and 2 boxes under the table.
3 perc múlva kezdhetitek el kirakni, addig még néhány fontos információ. Mindkét selejtező csoportból az 50 leggyorsabb csapat jut tovább a döntőbe, és országkvóta nincsen, tehát csak az idő számít.
Okay, one more very important piece of information. Only the first 50 fastest teams are going to end up in the final. There is no country quota, only speed matters.
Ahogy már említettem, hogyha az első puzzle kész vagytok, akkor jelezzétek, felírjuk azt az időt, és ugye kezdhetitek utána egyből a következő képet.
Once you are done with your first puzzle, raise your hand. A helper is going to record your time, and only after that you can start the second puzzle.
Hogyha a másodikkal is megvagytok, akkor ugye rögzítjük az időtöket, a segítők rögzítik az időtöket, és kerül az online rendszerbe.
After completing the second puzzle, again raise your hands. The helper is going to jot down your result, and that's going to be official.
Akárcsak a többi versenyszámban, hogyha hiányzik egy darab, akkor azt rögzítjük, de alapesetben ezért nem jár időbüntetés, viszont holt verseny esetén ez is számít.
If for any reason there is a piece missing, raise your hand, okay? There's no time punishment for that, but we are going to record it just in case there is a draw.
És még egy kis extra információ, nagyon korlátozott számban, úgy tudom, hogy lehet ezekből a puzzle-ökből a regisztrációs asztalnál vásárolni, tehát hogyha szeretnétek még ajándékba hazavinni, akkor ezt is megtehetitek.
These puzzles can be purchased, okay, after this qualifier, and you can take them home with you.
Az időeredmények a mopepuzzle.hu oldalon találhatóak, illetve az online stream is működik, ott lehet követni a versenyt végig az Európa-bajnokság alatt.
You can find the official results on the website, which is mopepuzzle.hu.
És akkor a csapatok megvannak, ha jól látom, a puzzle-ök mindenütt az asztalon. Kérném szépen a segítők jelzését, a kezeket a magasba, a segítők a helyükön.
Look around, all the helpers are raising their hands in case you need them.
Egy nagy tapsal azt gondolom, hogy megköszönhetjük a segítőknek a segítséget.
Let's give them a big applause.
Nagyon sok szerencsét mindenkinek, jó játékot, ügyesen, higgadtan, koncentráltan, mindent bele.
Good luck, have fun, focus.
És azonnal számolunk vissza, figyeljetek, 15 másodperc múlva kezdjük, sok sikert még egyszer.
We are just about to start in about 10 seconds.
És már is számolunk vissza. Figyelj, azt mondja, hogy 5,
5,
4,
4,
3, 2, 1, puzzle!
Hello and welcome to Group 2 of the team qualifications of the European Jigsaw Puzzle Championship. I'm Fruji and I am this time joined by a Hungarian puzzler, and it's Vicky from Hungary.
Hi everybody, welcome to the team qualifiers.
Yes, and we have already seen the countdown and people have already chosen their puzzles and everyone is deep into flipping right now already. How was it with the previous round?
I was really happy about the pictures. I guess we had obvious choices because there was a picture with many dogs on it. It was really busy, but for the teams it wouldn't be the best choice. I don't remember the fourth one. We chose the okay, I remember,
Yeah.
of course, the brown house.
Yes.
We didn't choose that one because
Yes.
there were hundreds of pieces which were brown, and the others are green.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we chose the other ones, and we had a good result.
Yes.
We had the 5th place.
Yes, which is pretty incredible.
Yes, we had.
See that most teams have gone with a very clear selection of just 2 puzzles that are in the pile. They are pretty clearly the best team puzzles. Yeah, we are going to also show it to you a little bit later, or when we get the full screen. But for now, you can see that pretty much every single table has like a slightly brownish box, or one that is like slightly more colorful. So the 4 pictures that you could choose, it's actually a cityscape of Amsterdam, which so far I can't see on any table. It is like a busy cityscape, a very gradient sky, but also like a lot of the things like blend in together. It's a full city. There's like a boat flying. There's a boat coming through here, through a bridge. So there's, yeah, it's not an easy one, especially, I don't think for anyone, really.
Yeah, I think it's difficult, but it can be done just
Yes.
for these choices.
Yeah, so far we haven't seen it being chosen by anybody. And then there's the second puzzle, which we also haven't seen very much, which is an animal-themed puzzle, adventures in the jungle, and all kinds of jungle animals with like a big tree with a monkey and giraffes, some zebras, flamingos, elephants. So like all of them scattered around. Also a pretty busy puzzle. And yeah, this is also not a very popular choice yet. And yeah, so
Yeah. These are the usual animals.
the usual animals. The elephant is very recognizable, I think also from other puzzles. It might have already turned up in some of them.
Yes, maybe the exact same picture.
Yes, so yeah, this is also not a very popular choice so far. It's more the other 2 puzzles, like the one on the table that you see on your screen right now. It's gone, but it's this kind of like a collage of different kinds of mushrooms, which seems like a super fun puzzle.
And really good choice for a team.
It's great for a
competition.
team because you can even like divide it up for like mushroom by mushroom,
Yeah,
picture
there
by
are
picture.
maybe 12 or no, 15, 12 pictures.
I
Let's see
think
the
12. I think 12 pictures. So it's 12 different little pictures, which is like mini puzzles that I think you can even sort out pretty well, because they all have like a different color, different background, different mushroom. So probably every single piece that you pick up is very clearly belonging to one section. So you can sort it very well. You can also divide it up between people very well. So this is a very popular choice. So far, we have seen it on most of the tables. And yeah, it's also just fun. Like this must be very good in a solo round as well.
Yeah.
So probably it's good. It's possible to get very quick times on it as well. And
course.
I would anticipate somewhere around 30 something minutes on this puzzle from some teams.
Yeah, so my guess is 32 minutes.
Yeah, somewhere around there, 32, 31 even, maybe even less. And then the fourth one that you might have spotted has like a brownish box. This is also a UK puzzle. And yeah, it's a very typical, it's a Trevor Mitchell picture. If it says, like, you might know the artist already if you're a little bit more well-versed with UK puzzles. He has done a lot of these images. It's, yeah, The One That Got Away is the title. It's a typical English town scenery with like a red car, and like there's this very typical UK puzzle style that Trevor Mitchell like represents. You can see a lot of variations of this image, so a lot of teams probably know, if not this specific image, then other images by this artist. So this is probably also going to be pretty quick, and most teams have gone with these two.
Yes, actually, I haven't seen any other combination so
No,
far.
not really. It was a pretty clear choice because both of them are very well dividable. Also the townhouse picture, like because there's that wide building on one side and then you have the sky on the other and the water.
Okay.
Yes, we can just leave it up. So, so yes, you can very easily designate parts of the puzzle to specific people. So this is a team puzzle.
Yeah.
The red car,
definitely.
it's also like easy to sort, just like with the mushrooms. You can like very clearly select what is going to happen. Yes.
Yes, and you don't have to bend over to work on the other side of the table because you have your section near you. So yeah, perfect for it.
Yes, exactly. You can also just distribute your little puzzle boards and just have everyone work on their little section. It's with both puzzles, really. Like the
Yes.
mushrooms can also just be taken apart very nicely. And even though like there are some tricky elements to this puzzle, the more I look at it, the more I kind of see it. Like the brown borders between the
They
mushrooms.
are like branches. or-
Yes, exactly. So those can be a little bit tricky.
Yeah, and I just realized that it's not perfect divided rectangle, so there are more mushrooms in the in this row than this row. So
Yes, the greens can be similar. Like they can feel a little bit similar when you
Yeah.
look at just the pieces.
yeah, the backgrounds are more difficult, but the mushrooms unique, I guess, on every picture.
Yes, they also have very distinct colors. So it's a super funky, very nice puzzle.
Yeah.
It must be very, very fun to do these ones.
Yes, it's really cool.
Are you jealous of this round? Would you
little.
have wanted these puzzles?
Yeah, just a little.
Yes. As I was walking around during the break, because as the organizers were setting up the tables, obviously you had like competitors of the upcoming round like looking at the puzzles immediately when they were on the table, and like there were some very, very happy people running away from the border just to like tell the others of like, yeah, this is going to be a good round.
Yeah, we already know what we are working on.
Yes. Yeah, but you can also be happy about the selection.
Yes. Yeah.
I guess here we can see Janette's team. You might remember Janette from yesterday because she was co-hosting one of the individual rounds, and yeah, they are working on the townhouse. So pretty much, this is the only two puzzles that I can see that are being worked on.
Maybe the order different because
Yes.
somebody started with the Trevor Mitchell and the others with the mushroom.
Yes.
Which one would you choose to be the first?
To start with, that's actually one thing that I have been wondering about, of like whether in a situation like this, it matters which one you choose first, because both of them are relatively easy. So it's not like you have the hard one to start with and to finish off with the easy ones to
Yes.
get the rush, which I usually
you are
like.
right.
So I like starting with the hard one just so that you like get over it and then you go with the easy one.
Yes, and you don't get tired.
But
when
in
you
this
get to
case,
that.
it's really, to me, it feels like a coin toss, really, of like which one I would start with. Yeah, I'm actually wondering of like if all puzzles are from the UK, but it's hard to tell really. The Trevor Mitchell one is definitely from the UK. The mushrooms, I honestly can't tell. There's no information on it, really. Yeah.
I don't know either.
Yeah, but they are from previous Ravensburger catalogs, so they are not 2025 puzzles, that I can tell. So like they are 2024 and from before, but the country of origin we can't really tell. But yes, it's going to be a speedy round, I think. There you have a complete car already
Oh, wow.
assembled. Yeah, that's the EJJ team. I can see Hannah from the side there, and Kati is
Yes.
holding the car. So they are going to be extremely fast.
Yeah, they have really good chances in this round.
Yeah, they definitely have a good chance, not just in this round, but probably in the finals as well. They're going to storm through this one,
Yes.
is my bet on this. So they are from, well, theoretically 4 different countries, but really 3 different countries, because Chiara lives in Germany, but she's originally from Italy. And then Hanna is from Finland, Victor is from Poland, and Kati is from Germany. So they have this international team called the EJJ Squad.
Very cool name.
Yes. And then we obviously have some other very strong teams being represented here. For example, like Need for Speed, which you might be familiar with from the World Championships from previous years. They have been most of the time in the top 10, I think.
Yes, they were.
They are incredibly fast puzzlers as well. So they are also a team to watch out for. But also we have multiple teams from Poland that have a very good chance of being in a top spot. And we come in pieces, which I like very much as a team name, which is the team of Lenka, who won, I think, the individual round B
Yes.
in yesterday, and her sister Veronica, and 2 of their friends, I think, from the Czech Republic.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
Is there any special team that you are really rooting for or hoping that they finish in like a good spot?
Yes, definitely. The puzzle hard at table 7.
Oh yes.
Yeah, because there is Tekla.
Yes,
team.
that is true. Like Tekla, your regular puzzle partner in
Yes.
pairs, she is puzzling with some other Hungarians today. I actually had the chance to once be a member of the Puzzle Hard team, but it wasn't called Puzzle Hard then.
Yeah.
But there was, for some reason, one member of the team couldn't make it to a competition in Hungary, and I was the one who jumped in. So it was very nice to puzzle with Puzzle Hard.
Yeah, and of course Need for Speed, the other Hungarian team, and the EJJ squad.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. And the name of the team is all over the place, which is a really cool team
Yes.
name as well. Where there is Tobias, the Anna, Janet, and
And Stein from Belgium. So they are also an international team. I think 2 of them are from Sweden, 1 from Belgium, and 1 from Slovenia.
Yeah.
So in the team competition, we do see a lot of people just coming together from multiple countries. There is no rule for just one country representing. Like 4 members of the country have to be the same people. Here we have someone puzzling alone.
oh,
I think she just registered for like last minute, which is also like a very, very good choice. And then we also have a team of 3 here, which is also like a very, very good choice. And then we also have a team of 3 here.
oh, yeah. Remember, it's not missing, just not here.
Yes, it is possible to enter a team of just 3 people. So it's not a requirement to have 4 people on a team. But most of the teams do try to get 4 people because it is still quicker to have 4 people than 3
Yeah,
most
in
of the time.
cases.
in most cases.
Yeah.
Here we also have a German team who are some people to look out for. They are all top puzzlers in Germany. They have got really good placements. So yes, we are rooting for them as well, like a special little cheer from here. Yes, and then what we also have here is a Polish team called Perfect Fit, who are also probably going to be pretty fast, because we have Christian Nedzala in the team along with Natalia. So they are going to be super quick
Strong
as well.
team.
A very strong team. Yes, so it's super exciting. I'm just pretty much wondering who is-
Sorry, there is a jungle on the table.
There's a jungle. Someone chose the jungle.
Nice.
There is always one funny choice. As in, like the previous round, we had one team who chose the dogs.
I think there were 3 teams.
Yeah, but there was one team that chose the dogs for their first puzzle.
Aha, for the first. Oh.
So it was a daring choice.
Yeah.
But yes, there is always one.
But it's not that bad choice.
It's just challenging.
Challenging, yeah, with a lot of green and brownish pieces. But there are a lot of different kind of animals. So the flamingos.
Yeah, it has a lot to go by. It's just there's a lot of teams that don't really like super busy puzzles. I would think because for puzzles that have like a lot of things going on, you have a harder time to like really distribute what is going to happen. Like you have people doing little things, but those all have to come together.
Yes, it's a little more difficult for teams.
Do you have like a strategy to like navigate puzzles like that with your team?
We have some kind of strategies. Yeah, but now with one of the puzzles, we struggled with these little details to come together.
Yes.
Yeah, but finally it came together. Just it was more difficult than the, I don't know, for example, the mushroom one.
Oh yes. Now, like with the previous round, we're also going to take a little bit of a look at the uniforms that teams are wearing because it has been a pretty entertaining round to see like what they have come up with. Here we, for example, have the Austrian Vienna Jigsaw Puzzle Club, who I think organize regular meetups, but also we have a Highland cow with puzzles,
So cute.
which is adorable. Yes, people come up with like great ideas to make themselves unique or to unify their team. Here, like we have just like a patch that you can add to your back, which is very practical because you don't really have to have an entire shirt made. You just can attach it to whatever you're
Yes.
wearing.
Oh.
Straight out of shape,
SOS.
which is I think the German team right now. And then we come in pieces from Slovakia. And we actually, do we have a child there puzzling along? Yes, I think we
Yes.
do. Yes, Czech Republic. You know, that's one thing that I notice every single time, that the Czech flag is just perfect to put on like clothing and like
Yes.
because it's recognizable from everywhere, which is so practical.
Yes, it's missing a lot of parts, but
Yes.
still can recognize it.
Oh, and then we have the puzzle queens, I assume. Which is not the Czech puzzle teams, but
Yeah, it's another
puzzle
one.
queens, but another one. And then here we have the EJJ squad, who don't seem to have a uniform, but that's also kind of like what the EJJ is about. So it's a shout out to Michelle for bringing all kinds of people together for puzzling, which is exactly what is happening here. And then we have a Spanish team, I assume.
Yeah, they are starting with the mushrooms.
Yeah, España. They are starting with the mushrooms, and they are also progressing really fast. Like we already have at least 3 or 4 mushrooms already put together.
Yes, and maybe not the easiest ones.
And not even, yes. And then here we also have the mushrooms. There as well, like the mushrooms are coming together really, really quickly.
Yeah, the blue ones may be the easiest ones, as I can see.
It looks like they're probably easier to sort out as well because they are very recognizable from further apart, further away anyway. I assume it's the one in the middle. And then for the townhouse, the red car is something that just keeps appearing everywhere because it's also something that you can sort out extremely quickly.
Yeah.
And here, with this team, it's actually super organized.
Oh, wow, it's a very clean puzzling.
It's very, very clean puzzling, but
really like
it
it.
seemed like there was some kind of discussion going on just now.
It's needed.
Yes. It is a very, very clean puzzle, though. Like, they are working in a very organized manner.
Here as well. There is a dedicated space for the puzzle, and the pieces are on the other side of the table. That's what I really like.
Yes,
This
exactly.
strategy.
Yes, they are definitely part German team. It's the entire team name is actually Irrsinn, Schwachsinn, Blödsinn, Unsinn. Which
Okay.
I'm not going to attempt to translate it immediately because I don't have the brain capacity for it anymore. But it's all kind of zins, and it is a German team with two members, Isabel Gall and Michael Schmidt. They are actually on the board of the German Puzzle Association, and it's very, very nice to have them here. We had a short chat when, at one point, we met in the venue. And yes, and here's Puzzle Hard. So it's a special shout out to the Hungarian team.
Yeah, we are really rooting for them.
Yes, they are also working on the townhouse.
Yeah, and they have really good progress here.
Yes, the water is pretty much done. Tekla is also progressing very, very fast with the sky. It's coming together.
Yeah, and they use a little cardboard box part.
Yes.
So they can easily put away the pieces.
Yes. And then here's another Synod family team.
Oh, with really good progress.
Yes, Dead Toppers is the name of the team. They also have like at least 6 or 7 mushrooms done.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that with the mushroom puzzle, you're going to have like the borders between the mushrooms in the very end, so people trying to fill in like whatever gaps there are left.
Yeah.
And then it's in that sense maybe this is the harder one compared to the townhouse.
Yes, I think you are right. But
Yes.
for the house, the house is a big part of the picture, and it can be a little difficult,
Yes.
maybe with the flowers and all white. But we will see.
That's also a very good team shirt solution because it seems like that's a piece of paper on the back of their on the back of their t-shirt.
Oh,
So it's just
really good
white
idea.
t-shirts. It's super practical because you don't have to have a t-shirt made,
Yes.
especially if it's just a team for specifically this competition. Then it's very practical to
Yeah.
just add something so that
And
you
you-
still look unified.
Yeah, and you can use the T-shirt for every other event.
Yes, exactly. Or you don't even have to have like a special event t-shirt. It's just whatever white shirt you have.
Yes.
And then yes, here the mushrooms are getting together as well. Like those yellow mushrooms are that are in the middle, in the bottom. It's also visible on the picture right now. But these yellow, like orange blobs are forming on, I think, pretty much each and every puzzle or each and every table because it stands out very much as well.
Yes.
Yes. So it's super colorful and it's very, very fun.
Yeah.
A lot of puzzle boards being used here. And I think those are these special puzzle boards that have like
One border is missing.
one border is missing. So the 3 edges are protected so that the pieces don't fall off, but there is one edge that is open, so you can pretty much just push the pieces into the puzzle whenever you have either assembled on something on it. And
Yeah, it's a really good idea because you don't know in which situation you will need it, so you can
exactly.
use it every time. Oh,
Yes.
it's another choice.
And that's another very daring choice.
Wow, and they are in really good progress.
Yeah, they are super quick. This is one very strong contender, I think, for the top 10 definitely. Maybe because the other puzzles are so easy compared to this one, they might get a little bit further behind in the placement, but it doesn't really matter in the qualification in a way.
Yes.
Because it doesn't really matter what placement you get. And yeah, they are definitely one of the top teams.
Yes. Yeah, you just have to get through the finals.
Yes, exactly. And also from in this round, you have 55 teams that have been registered beforehand, and then maybe a couple of teams that have like registered on the spot, and you have 50 teams progressing into the finals. So it is, if you can complete both puzzles, you're pretty much safe to get into the finals. Here it might be a little bit more tight. In the previous round, we
Yes.
had I don't think 50 teams have finished both puzzles. But here it might be a little bit more tight. But still, you have a pretty good chance of getting into the finals. So everyone can kind of let go. And even, like, if they choose, they can go with a more difficult puzzle just to, like, have a team practice, really.
Yes.
Because in the qualification round, it doesn't really matter if you get into the final round on place 1 or place 10, really, or place 15.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So yeah, they can prepare for something difficult in the finals.
Yes. One thing that we were talking about in the previous round was that it might be strategic in the sense that if you choose a harder puzzle and you get like a little bit further back in the placement, you're not going to be in the very front of the room. so you don't get that much attention, and it might be a little bit more comfortable to just puzzle, and you might get a better placement then. But I'm not sure how much people talk through this. I would be very interested to know that.
Yeah, it's a really interesting idea. But
Yes.
I don't know who gets a little frustrated by all the attention that gets in the front row, or how does it affect their performance. Maybe for somebody it's help, or
Yeah,
I don't
it
know.
could be.
Here are
Yeah.
mushrooms as well.
There's so many mushrooms being done already.
Yeah, and I see a lot of blue and green and brown pieces on the paper. Maybe that's for the branches, or what divides the mushrooms. Yeah, here we can see the red car is already done, and the water, and a big part of the house. There is a fish poster or something like that. It's already done, and the pieces were divided really clearly, so they can finish them faster. Oh, another Amsterdam. With really good
Yes,
progress.
there's actually a very nice Amsterdam here. They have finished the sky already. It might actually be less intimidating than what you would think it is.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe the center of the picture is a little...
Since multiple teams have actually chosen this, we might actually want to look at the picture a little bit more.
Yes, there are buildings there which can be
They are different.
different, but I don't know if you just look at the pieces, how different they are, because these browns can be confusing.
Yeah, they could be, but at the same time you have this bridge in the middle which is actually pretty distinct once you start looking at it a little bit more closely. So yes, so around here there's this bridge that goes across that is a quite distinct line, and then you have some busy elements that might be good for someone who likes busy puzzles. The boat is actually quite nice. The tower might be easy to do.
Yeah, and I guess the sky is really cool because it's
It's a-
not gradient, but has different kind of colors.
It's one of those
Clouds.
tricky gradients that are that I think can be very deceiving. Like the clouds, like kind of break it up, but there is like a gradient that is going from like the bottom to the top.
Yeah, but the gradient is good for people who like to do gradient skies, and the cloud
Yes.
is for the busy.
Yeah, and then this
People.
tree area is also quite nice, which is like also very different from like the tree that is on the top here. So yeah, it's not a bad choice, but still I think I would go for the mushrooms
Yes.
and the townhouse. And I think everyone just gets carried away with like how much easier these are compared to this one, even though it's not as hard as it looks.
Yes.
Yes, the EJJ squad is storming through the puzzle. We're approaching 30 minutes, so we're actually
maybe.
going to have to start paying attention to what is happening.
Yeah, maybe a sub 30.
Yes. I don't think so, but it's going to be close. Maybe 31 minutes.
Yeah, maybe my 32
Some-
guess is not.
It might
too
not be
bad.
too off. You are anyway someone who is always playing the Guess My Time game, so we can go and guess the times now.
Yes,
Yes, the mushrooms are taking shape everywhere very nicely.
a lot of other pieces, which I think belongs to the background, maybe. So they are not mushroom pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
It could be, yes. I'm starting to wonder more and more, but as the teams are progressing with the mushroom puzzle, we're going to see if it's really the case that it might be deceitful. They're like, yes, the mushrooms are super distinct and you can build them very, very quickly, but the border between them can be hard to coordinate.
Yes, maybe that's the trap puzzle for this
Even
round.
though like for this team we can see that like it is starting to take shape very, very nicely, so you can see how the branches are going everywhere.
Yes, but the branches are different or the same.
They don't seem very different, but you have to focus on the background a lot.
Yes.
So like have the middle that you have to somehow navigate so that everyone can like get to the pieces and not cover it up for everyone.
Yeah, and that's the hardest part of it.
Yes. They are great puzzle choices though for teams, because like we can actually like talk about like what might be the tricky part in each puzzle. Like all of them have it.
Yes.
So like whoever has done the puzzle choice, like hats off. That these are great choices.
Definitely.
I have really liked the team puzzles today.
Yeah, all of them are really unique and beautiful on their own way.
Yes, they are. And here as well, the
Oh.
car is pretty much done, and one team member is already nearing the sky to the rest of the puzzle.
Yeah, and there are little gaps, but not so much at the other parts of the picture.
Yes, this is going to be a fast round.
Definitely. I just trying to figure out how does the sky will connect to the other parts of the picture.
I think there is some skyline above the. There's the townhouse.
Yeah, yeah. Above
There
the
is a
house.
little bit of skyline above the house.
I didn't recognize that.
Mhm.
Okay then. Then it's okay.
Yes. The one little tricky part is the trout in the middle, though. I just realized it's the trout in, so there's a picture of a fish jumping out of water on the building. So like that's like a little fine little
because
detail.
of the
The little water.
water pieces, yes.
But it's most probably like it's if you're used to 500 pieces, it's hard to tell how big it's going to be on 1,000 pieces. But it might be that like those pieces that have the water below the fish actually already have some of the frame on them.
Yes.
So
yeah,
most
I guess.
probably those connect to each other as well.
Yeah, or the fisherman, or
Oh yes, there's a
somebody
fisherman as
standing
well.
there.
That's one thing I love about these UK puzzles, these types of images, that there's so many fun little details that you can find, like the little couple in the back being all romantic.
Yeah, and I just realized there are some.
There's cows, and there's two people riding the boat in the back. There's also a castle
Oh,
in the back.
maybe it's on one or two pieces, but
It's probably just one piece. And the EJJ squad is pretty much done.
Oh.
Super close to finishing.
32 minutes.
32
maybe.
minutes. Yeah, it is going to be 32 minutes. And done.
Wow. We are
Very nice.
looking at a really good puzzle changing,
Under 33 minutes for the first puzzle.
and the second puzzle is already on the table.
Yes, and they chose the mushrooms.
Of course.
They are going to be fast. Do you think they can do the two puzzles in under an hour?
I guess no, because of these branches and backgrounds, but it will be really cool.
And yes, it is happening what we thought, that the branches get confusing in the end. Like not super confusing because you can still figure it out, but they're all over the place. They spread through the entire puzzle.
Yeah, and you have to search for the gaps.
Yes, exactly. So you have to look through the entire puzzle.
Yeah, it's not easy, but they are really cool progress. I guess they can finish it in 1 or 2 minutes.
Yes.
It's still pretty impressive.
I'm pretty sure that Need for Speed is going to be the second, but we haven't seen the Polish team with the Amsterdam puzzle in a while. So they might surprise us as well, but they seem confidently to be in the lead for second place now.
Yes.
And they are also probably going to make up for this mushroom puzzle with the second puzzle, which is going to be the townhouse. So
Yeah,
that's where I think, because they are so similar, they can make up for the time.
Yes, yeah, I think too.
So we're going to have to see. It would be very exciting to see an under-hour finish for the two puzzles.
Yes, and I'm curious if there is any team where the mushroom will be the faster puzzle.
Yes. We actually have Need for Speed on 2 screens right now, so we can see them in multiple. Yes. And then the Dutch team is also doing great progress on the mushrooms. They're not very far behind, but also the German team with Lena and Maya, I recognize. It's called Pixel Perfect from Germany. Valerie Ingwersen and Franziska Treba. They are almost done with the townhouse. The two people are already setting up for switching the puzzle. This is very good choreography from them.
Yes.
So 2 people are still working on the last few pieces, and the others are getting ready for switching.
And they are done.
They are done with the townhouse, and now come the mushrooms.
Yeah, for the teams, it's a really good strategy when at the finish only 2 people are working on it because 4 people are too much for the remaining 5 or 10 pieces. So they can take out the other box.
Yes, exactly. And now they start with the mushrooms. And mushrooms are done. And
Wow.
packing up the one puzzle. That was a nice puzzle lift, though.
Yes, only a few pieces left.
And
They can
yes,
start it.
yes.
And we are still under 36 minutes.
Oh wow, yes. I am very confident that they're going to make up for lost time
Yes.
on the mushrooms. That is probably going to cost like a bit of time for the EJJ squad as well.
Yes. Yeah, maybe that's why it's better to choose the hardest puzzle for starting, because
yes.
then you won't get tired when you get to it.
Yes, that is one aspect, and then you also might be in a better momentum when you start the easy puzzle, so you are already kind of warmed up in a sense,
Yes.
just to
so-
get started on the easy one, and then it's just a free ride.
Yeah, I think it depends on the team members.
Yes, it
what
does.
they like better. Not
It's actually very practical to have Ellen's name, even though I know Ellen. But like, it's very practical to have your name on the team shirt in the sense that like it's easier for the commentators to like name whoever is on the picture.
Yes.
It's just in relation to like team shirts. But yes, they are also working on the branches that are connecting the mushrooms, and this is where it might be challenging.
Yeah, definitely. And they have divided the pieces. I don't know if they saw the backgrounds on them or just randomly.
I would really like to see the Polish team that is doing the Amsterdam puzzle, just to like see how far they have progressed. And I actually can't remember what they chose as the second one. It might be in the results already, because
I don't remember either.
no,
but
it's not logged yet. So yes, that appears later on in the results of who chose which puzzle. But yes,
Yeah, we already saw a jungle, but I
one
think
jungle
just
we
one.
have seen. Yes,
Yeah.
and then one Amsterdam.
Yeah, maybe 2 Amsterdam.
Was it 2? It could be.
Yeah, maybe. It's
But yes.
not that bad.
And
Oh,
here it is.
You can see.
Thank you very much to the camera crew.
Yeah, and it's almost done.
It is almost done.
They are working on the trees or the...
In the very back, there's actually, yeah, like there's a pavement with like a couple of branches and some greenery in the back over the canal that is in the middle.
Yeah, and some darker pieces are missing.
Yes.
Bottom.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's quite a good picture.
It is a way friendlier picture than what it looked like.
Yes, at first.
I think a lot of people might have overlooked this one just because of the mushrooms and the townhouse, because they are such evident choices. But this is not a bad puzzle. And yes, they're almost done.
Only a few pieces left. And yeah,
And
all of them working on it. It's pretty impressive that they don't get in each other's way.
yeah, I would kind of imagine that they have a choreography for how they are doing these finishes.
Yes.
And there you are.
Wow.
And Christian actually had like 3 or 4 pieces in his hand at the same
Oh.
time.
Wow. Yeah,
And
he's
putting it away.
really good with coordinating the pieces.
Yeah, it's exceptionally impressive how he actually uses 2 hands to puzzle, which is a skill that I think a lot of people envy.
Yes. Yeah, but I don't know how you practice this efficiently.
Pretty much my only idea is to learn to play the piano.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because that's kind of what you do. You play the piano with both hands and they are doing different things, and that's exactly what you need.
Is he playing the piano or?
I have no idea. I should actually
Maybe.
ask once. But that's the only thing that I can think of like how else do you, apart from like really doing a lot of puzzles and just focusing on both hands working.
For me, it's not. I
have-
tried it, but
You have tried?
yeah, I didn't succeed, unfortunately.
And then do you also train with your non-dominant hand?
Sometimes,
Sometimes.
but I should practice more. Oh, here we get another done mushroom in a few seconds.
Yes. It's
And
the
this time.
Slovak team. Great job. So yes, we already have a couple of finished puzzles. We have the first 4 places, so that is 5 now. So 5 teams are already working on their second puzzle, and we're only at 40 minutes.
Oh,
So it's easy to forget how quickly some teams go when we actually have 3 hours for this round. So we are going to see a lot of teams still completing their puzzles in the upcoming hour and 20 minutes. But yes, the German team is almost done. The mushrooms are almost done here for the Vienna Jigsaw Puzzle Club.
yeah, a few green pieces left.
Yes.
I hope they have every piece under the paper.
Yes. That was actually one thing I wanted to mention. You did find the missing piece for your puzzle, right?
Which puzzle?
In the round when you were puzzling. Because we remembered that there was a puzzle piece underneath your feet at one point.
That was for the second puzzle.
I think so.
Yeah, maybe that was from the previous one because when
okay.
we put away the puzzle, it was
Okay.
a little messy. so maybe that was just that.
Yes.
And we have another mushroom.
Another mushroom done. The Austrian team is also very strong in this round. I think they have competed at the Austrian Nationals a couple of weeks ago, and as far as I can remember, they won that competition. So that is a very strong team as well. And then here, the Dutchies are also finishing their mushroom puzzle.
Yeah, they just replaced their papers. So I think they are randomly divided the pieces, but it can be too easy to recognize from a piece on which part of the puzzle it will go, because the
Yes.
backgrounds are so similar for some mushrooms.
Yes, they are. Even though it's still mostly these branches and connecting areas that people seem to take the longest on, but it's still a very, very doable puzzle.
Yes. Oh, and somebody's using the paper from the box, so they have
They have an
actually,
additional picture.
yeah, 2 pictures. It's really cool because maybe that's a little far from you when
There's one piece missing here.
Oh, it's done.
And here's a French team that apparently has been requested from some fans that are watching on the live stream, which is very, very nice to know. We have actually been hearing from people that you are watching the live stream to like follow along with for friends, or that you couldn't participate yourself and you just want to see some maybe team members that could make it but you couldn't. So yes, thanks very much for watching the live stream and rooting for your friends. It's very, very nice to know. And they are also actually very excited about like being shown to people that are following the competition from home.
Yeah, it's always exciting.
Yes, and here the townhouse is also getting assembled. We have the car already taking shape, and the entire water is actually done.
Oh, yes, you are right.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just one of the competitors has her arm on the water, but it's all there, so it's a bigger chunk of the puzzle done. And then here the German team is actually also doing great. They also just have the branches to go.
Oh, few pieces left.
And yes,
Oh, with very fast hand movements. They are
Yes.
filling it.
it's just a couple of pieces left. 44 minutes.
And we already have many teams to finish their first puzzles.
We have currently 8 teams that are finished.
Sub 45. Really impressive.
These are great times for teams, yes.
And they put all the remaining pieces in one side, which can be a little help because you see all the pieces at once and you don't have to look on the other side to search for your piece.
And it's only the house that is remaining.
Yeah, but
As
yeah,
you were saying, that can be a challenge.
yeah, I think that's the most difficult part of the picture.
Yes, because a lot of pieces can belong to like multiple parts of the house.
Yeah, but they are doing really great.
They are doing really great. They're still under 50 minutes, and most probably they're going to to be done under 50 minutes.
Yes, yes, it seems.
Yes, and also very good coordination somehow. They don't get in each other's way, really.
Yeah, I don't really know how they do this because our team is not really good at that.
Yes, and then the German team is still trying to figure out where these brown pieces are going. They actually have some pieces on a puzzle board. It can also be practical to like move the puzzle board over to the other side so that like 2 people can look at that pile and 2 people can look at the other pile.
Yes.
It doesn't necessarily mean that those pieces are going to belong to that side, but it can be like more easily accessible for the people on the further
Yes.
away from the pile. So yes, that can be a practical thing.
Yes, we see now 4 teams which are really close to finish the first puzzle. And 3 of them are working on the mushrooms.
Yes.
1 is on the house.
Yeah, we don't see a lot of variety here with the puzzles, that is for sure. I think a lot of people really overlooked like the Amsterdam puzzle, especially. The animals, yeah, it's a little bit too busy for a comfortable team puzzle.
Yes.
And I think that's what makes it a not ideal choice.
Yes.
Especially in comparison with all the others. As, of course, if it was just the only puzzle that you can choose along with the second one, like if it was the final, then it is doable. It's not a super hard puzzle.
Yes.
But if you compare it to all the others, it would take more time.
Yeah. And the green pieces can be a little scary. Because
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there are a lot of them.
Yes, and they can belong to all over the place.
Yeah, it's similar to the mushroom branches. Maybe.
Yes. And Team Germany is opening up their second puzzle, and then
Under 50 minutes.
I can't see the team name. Wicked?
No piece for the wicked.
No peace for the wicked. Yes. So they are also putting away the first puzzle and opening up the second one. But the Czech team is going to finish as well.
Yeah, they are
Placing the last
welding
few
some
pieces.
on their palms.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and you can lift it up, so it's really efficient. It's done.
Yes,
No
it's
missing
done.
pieces.
And they can start. Very good. So we are nearing 50 minutes. And we already have actually 11 teams that are already done. Kürbiskernöl and Pickles is also done. If you have been watching the previous round, we were talking about this with SJ, who is in that team. The way that team name came together is actually that 2 Austrian participants, Verena and Julia, were looking for someone to form a team with. And they already had the team name as Kürbiskernöl. And they literally just found SJ and Dan, and they thought that they would like merge 2 kinds of foods that you can that are like kind of national foods. And yes, they chose pickles.
Nice. Unique name.
It is a unique name. And another team finished. And on to the next one.
Is there a missing piece? No. Okay.
No, not really. Yeah, putting away the puzzle seems to be a little bit more chaotic or unorganized now.
Yeah.
They weren't sure who was doing what.
Yeah, that's a movement you should practice before.
Do you have a choreography and assigned people who do this?
Yes. Yes. Sometimes we mess it up in a hurry, but yeah, officially we have our strategy for that as well.
And here as well, the Spanish team is also working on the last few pieces for the mushroom puzzle.
Yeah, for this kind of background things, it's a little help that it doesn't really matter that if you are upside down or work it on the normal way, so it can be done easily.
And yes, apparently this is the team hooked on a puzzle, who also has some enthusiastic fans in the chat. They are doing great on the mushrooms as well. Like, you can see some very clear mushrooms already formed, especially the ones with the bright colors. There's I am not even going to attempt guessing the species of the mushrooms. But the one in the bottom left with like Yeah, it's like this yellow net-like hat that the mushroom has. That stands out pretty well, and that's already there. And the Amsterdam puzzle is also already almost finished. I think that this is a German team. I can't exactly see. Yes, there's Matthias and Nadia. So this is also a German team. And go, Jeanette. The townhouse puzzle is almost done. There's only a couple of pieces left.
Yeah, from the trees. They left it at the end, and not so much is missing.
Yes, it's pretty much just that greenery that you have in the background, because like behind the townhouse you actually have like a park or like kind of like a canal and a field in the back. So that's like the landscape part of the puzzle, and that is all very, very green, and it seems like this team is struggling a little bit with that.
Yes, but it's only 50 minutes, so
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's not that much of a struggle.
yes.
And again, that also turned out a little bit chaotic. The fold didn't work out that well
Yes.
to put it away. And into the box it goes.
Yeah, but you can slide the pieces into the box.
Yes. Actually, this is one of my favorite parts of the team puzzling, when you can like put it away and then dunk the next round of pieces, because it's always like so exciting.
Yes.
Because you're on that high feeling of like, oh my god, we're done with the first one. Yay, let's go on the next one.
Yeah, you get a little rush of it.
Yes.
Oh, I just see there. Little
Yeah, I
ears.
also only just noticed the cat ears. This is also like a very like creative way to make your team unified, but not have to get a T-shirt.
Yes. Yeah, you can see they are from the same team, but
Yes.
we just looking at almost 4 different puzzles, but
Almost.
almost.
2 townhouses and 1 Amsterdam. And the
one
mushroom.
Yeah. Only the jungle is missing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any speculations for what the final puzzles might be, considering of what puzzles were chosen for these rounds?
My guess is some kind of collage, maybe.
Mm.
But I don't really know what the theme can be. But maybe something with the collage and a little busier. So I don't think there will be any landscapes.
Mm-hmm.
I hope.
That's also wishful thinking.
Yes. And they are done.
And it's done.
Oh, here
That's
the
a-
folding is working.
That's a perfect fold there.
Yeah, they are really careful with those pieces.
Yes. And yes, I can see that it's not really that comfortable to see for everybody, for a puzzle to be folded up like this. But,
But
yeah,
it's the efficient way.
it's the most efficient way, yes. And also, like at some point, if you get very much into speed puzzling, it's no longer that horrible to take apart a puzzle or to fold it up, because, like, yeah, you can reassemble it very, very quickly as well. We were talking about it in the previous round that like puzzling, especially as like a team, is like a family activity for a lot of people at Christmas and like Easter time, or like holidays when that you traditionally spend with your family.
Yes.
And then a lot of people like build a puzzle and then leave it on the table for like weeks, because like, you know, it takes like a week to put together, and then you just feel too
Yes.
sorry to break it down.
Yes, I know someone who hasn't took apart a puzzle ever. And he worked on, I don't know, 50 puzzles in his life.
Yes. I also like know someone who like kind of glues them together and like leaves them like that, and they pile them up as like just finished posters. And like, yeah,
Maybe-
throw away the box.
And maybe hang on the wall in frames.
No, they just like put them on like stacks and that's it. And they're apparently easier to store then. But like I never fix any puzzles. Like I do have some puzzles that I have framed and put up on the wall. Like one of them is the Star Wars challenge puzzle.
Oh.
My husband and I are huge Star Wars fans, obviously, and so we had to get that puzzle. It's literally just a 1,000-piece puzzle with Darth Vader in the middle, and he's surrounded by like what feels like a million stormtroopers.
Ah, yeah, I know.
And they
the
are
picture.
all the same. And that puzzle was hard. It was really, really hard because the stormtroopers, they seem very, very similar, but what's actually horrible is that they all are a little bit different. So it took like a month to put together.
Oh,
Because also at one point you just get super fed up with it. Now that when it was done, I was like, I'm not taking this puzzle apart ever again. So that is actually on the wall. Yes.
yeah, you have these kind of pictures.
Yes. And then another one is actually just an elephant because it was nice and somehow I wanted the decoration in our house.
Is the animal shaped one? Or
No, it's like a dark puzzle. The elephant is walking out from like the darkness, and there's like moonlight shining down on him.
yeah,
it's
I
just-
guess I know the picture.
Yes,
Really
so
cool.
that's framed and it's in the house because it's like a nice piece of decoration.
Yeah, I have one puzzle now framed, which is the two lions, and it has a reddish, orangey background. It's really cool. I didn't want to take it apart.
Yes, that is the one. Thank you, thank you very much for showing that. So this is on my wall.
Oh, there is a little lightsaber as well.
There is a little lightsaber as well. So like I actually attempted this puzzle twice, and yeah, the one time I had like the entire edge done, and Darth Vader and the lightsaber. And that was it, surrounded by everything. And then the stormtrooper, like they were taking so much time that I just broke the puzzle down and put it away.
Ah.
And a couple of months after, I took it out, did the edge and Darth Vader and the lightsaber again, and then I started filling in the stormtroopers, and it's just so challenging.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So like, if you like Star Wars and you feel like a challenge, this is your puzzle.
Yeah.
And yes, the German team is starting on their second puzzle with the townhouse.
Oh, it's so puzzle hard.
Ah, it's puzzle hard.
They have only a few pieces. They will finish in a few minutes.
It's a team very special to us, so there's a little extra love going from this from
Little
here
biased.
from the stream to puzzle hard. I'm very happy. They're under an hour on the first puzzle. That is very, very nice.
Yeah, they will finish it. And I guess they chose the mushroom for the other puzzle.
Yes, most probably.
Yeah, they also finishing it with the house.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, because that is like the trickiest part of the puzzle. Incredible job from everyone. So we are nearing 1 hour now. And we have 20 teams already finished with their first puzzle.
Wow.
I have a feeling that this is going faster than the previous one.
Yeah, definitely.
And yes, this is the... Oh, I can't remember. Straight Outta Shape.
Yes,
Straight Outta
last
Shape.
team.
The German team. They are working on the mushrooms already. And we haven't checked in on the EJJ squad in a while. So that would actually be quite nice to see how they are doing, if they can actually manage under an hour. I kind of doubt it, but it's not
Yeah.
going to be far.
Yeah.
Yes, there it is.
Yes.
Yeah, they still have a way to go, so it's not going to be under an hour on the two puzzles.
Yeah, but it's just a few minutes. So
It's just a few minutes above.
maybe 3 or 4 minutes and they will be
Yes.
done.
Which
Very
is an
impressive.
insane time. Yes, Puzzle Hard is putting away their puzzle and the second puzzle is being opened. Super exciting.
This is the mushrooms.
And it's the mushrooms. That's also one very interesting strategy that they always do, to have the puzzle being dunked out on 2 boards that they are using so that they can move the puzzle
Yes.
around at one point. So when they start building, they can actually just move the entire pile of pieces to the side,
Yeah.
which is quite practical.
Yeah, it's really interesting that how different strategies you have to use if you work it alone or in pairs or in teams. You just
Yes.
have to think really differently.
Yeah, so there we can see the puzzle boards that are being used for like supporting the puzzle itself. You can flip on there and start already like sorting out a little bit for everyone else, and then just move the majority of the puzzles away so that you can start assembling the picture itself.
Here we can see another house coming together. The windows were done.
And here the townhouse is also almost done.
Yeah. with the trees.
Nobody has finished their second puzzle yet, but the EJJ squad that you can see on the screen is very, very close. There was a question if anybody has finished both already, and I think the EJJ squad is closest, but we haven't looked at any of the other puzzle teams yet who finished in the first 5.
Yes,
So,
but they started this puzzle at 32 minutes.
yes,
So
and they're going to be done very, very soon.
yes, only a few branches remaining.
And I still think that the Polish team that has started with the with the Amsterdam puzzle, I think they took the townhouse for second.
Maybe.
Yes, they took the townhouse for second, and they might win a lot of time. It's actually one very interesting thing to see, of like those who picked a kind of different puzzle, they might make up or lose a lot of time compared to everybody else. So just because you have finished your first puzzle first, it doesn't mean that you're going to be first
Yes.
overall as well. So the second puzzle can influence a lot on your placement because your team might slow down while somebody else speeds up a lot.
Yes.
And we're just above an hour.
Oh.
And above an hour, we have 25 teams that are done, which is a very nice number. So it's half of the teams, almost half of the teams.
Yeah, we have now 55.
We have 55 teams entered, like that were registered before, and those who spontaneously entered we don't have on my laptop here that we are looking at.
But there are some
So
of
yes,
them.
it's almost half of the teams that have done at least one puzzle already, which is insane. It's very, very fast. I think it's faster than the previous round, but it's. I think these are very, very friendly puzzles as well.
Team friendly.
It's team friendly, which could be a team name. It's team friendly.
Oh, nice. Yeah, when we will be in the same team. We already have our name.
That's an idea for the future. Yes,
Yeah, EJJ squad is getting really close.
they are just speeding through.
Yeah, we can't see really the gaps, but there has to be a few of them.
Yeah, they're pretty much just filling in the gaps, and that's going to go quick. Also, you can see that pretty much Kati and Victor are just picking one piece up and immediately placing them. So it's like there's so much accuracy there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they search for the piece, so they just check a hole and find a piece for there, or just grab a piece and...
I honestly can't tell
Fine.
at this point. It must be some kind of combination of the two.
Yeah, which is easier at that point.
Yes. So this round goes insanely fast.
Yeah, at 70 minutes, I guess maybe we will have more teams finished.
Most probably, yes. I would go so far and say that pretty much all teams could pretty much all teams that get into the finals will be done with both puzzles.
Yeah, I think.
Yes, and there's another townhouse done in a couple of pieces.
They have every piece on the plate, right?
Yes, I think so.
Then
Looks like it.
only 5. Or maybe
4.
they can
Ah,
add the
she's
box.
already preparing the box.
And they are done.
And the EJJ squad is done.
Wow, pretty impressive.
Yes,
63 minutes.
super happy. I hope that there's going to be a photo of that. It was a nice hug. Well done. Hello, everyone.
They are really happy and relieved.
They seem to be very happy. We are hopefully going to catch them for an interview later on.
Yeah, I really hope. And they are done.
And first puzzle done.
Nice.
Yes, so we have our first finisher at just above an hour, like an hour and 3 minutes, and the EJJ squad was done.
It's pretty impressive because they can't really practice together because of the...
They pretty much only practice together at competitions. I know that they have done a puzzle marathon recently in France that they traveled to along with, I think, Tobias from another team and I think Karen Puzzles as well. Like they had like more people than 4, because in marathons you can usually have 6 to 8 people, and they went there and they obviously did a stellar job there as well. Like they finished first, and so there they definitely practiced a lot together. It was a 24-hour marathon,
Oh,
and then I guess some other competitions as well.
yes, but if you think about it, practicing only on competitions, maybe it's not the best thing.
It can be beneficial for experienced puzzlers.
Yeah, of course.
You know, they are also individually extremely fast, which is also like a huge advantage if they can work
Yes.
together well.
Yes, but if you just think about the social part of the practicing,
Oh yes,
maybe they miss that.
it could be. Yes. Here the mushrooms are also coming together very well.
Yes. I'm just wondering, the mushrooms were on every table for choice.
I don't think so. Well, not for the Polish team that have taken
Yes.
the Amsterdam one.
Yes, we have one team at least, but that's not so much.
Yes. And from what I hear, we are going to have our very first interview as well, because they are usually very happy to give interviews. We have seen each member of of that team already on the live stream before. And so we're going to be chatting to them a little bit very soon. But until then, we're going to take a look at some more teams, and we might get our second finisher team very soon.
Yeah, Need for Speed is at the end of the
Need for Speed is very close to ending it. They still have a little bit to go.
sky and the house.
Yeah, but that's one thing that I always say, that it can be very deceiving because they have a lot of pieces left, or what it feels like, but that's something that you feel for an individual or a pair. But here you have 4 people for that amount of pieces, so you can
Yes.
pretty much divide the leftover pieces by 4.
Yeah, and these parts are pretty distinguishable, so 2 people can work on the sky and the other 2 people on the house.
Yes, and it also seems like they have already sorted the pieces as well, because the pieces that are on the top, or well, for us on the top, they are all pieces that belong to the house, and then the sky is only on the right side,
Yes.
and then whatever is below the sky, that is on the right side. So that is actually very, very good piece distribution there.
Yeah, and it's really beneficial for the finishing.
It
because
is.
You don't have to search for the gaps, and you just have to focus on your region.
Yes, exactly. So you don't even have to pay attention to whatever the others are doing. You can just be confident that the others are working on it.
Yes.
But that is also a team that is like super experienced, and they have puzzled for years together. So they can be pretty sure about what the others are doing.
Yes.
It is a very nice, it's probably a very nice experience to have that when you have like such a cohesive team that you don't really have to pay attention to what the others are doing because you know what they are doing.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that Victor was mentioning yesterday about his pairs partner, Natalia, that they work together like that. He just knows that something is going to happen.
Yeah, you know the strengths of the others, and
Yes.
you can rely on them.
And then Puzzle Heart is still working on the boards. So the main pieces are still there, but you can see that the smaller sections have been separated already.
Yeah, if I saw it right, Tekla is sorting the pieces.
Yes. And then here the townhouse is almost done. Most of the teams do leave the townhouse for the very end, so like the white paint area.
Yeah, it doesn't look so easy. When the picture is done, it looks so obvious, but when you see a lot of pieces on the table, then it can be really confusing.
Yes, it can be. It definitely can be.
Yeah, there are trees missing there. Yeah, I think the 3 main parts which are left for the end are the house, the sky, and the trees. I think every team started with the red car or the water.
Yes, because those are the 2 sections in the puzzle that you can really sort very, very well.
Yeah, and they are not really big part of the picture.
Well, the car is pretty, like, I would call them a pretty big part. Like, yeah, less than a third, no, even less than a quarter, but it's still a couple of pieces.
Oh, yes, but it doesn't look so big. But yeah, obviously it's the easiest part.
Yes. Also, just the red just pops from the image so very much. It's also like, yeah, the focus of the image,
Yes.
pretty much. So the red car can be separated very, very easily. I also really like the small details on the image, like the
Which is
woodworking.
your favorite?
I like the pub. Like, I actually like haven't really noticed that there's a pub section and there's people sitting by the tables, and yeah, one is drinking beer, which I think is adorable. Yes. So there's just these tiny details. I also like the fisherman that you have pointed out. The fisherman is just really, like a nice touch to the entire thing of like how the fish is trying to catch the angle or hook, the hook that is being swung up. So it's all very, very nicely done. And there's also the little sign that says like fishing is only allowed by permit. And we have our very first guests. We can only take one person at a time. So like you can exchange between each other. Yes. So yes, so we have the EJJ squad and we're going to have the first representative here with us. Hello, Victor.
Hello.
You already know the drill. And just please, yes. And then
Need for Speed is done.
everybody else is just going to like organize themselves behind us. But yes, we're only going to be able to hear Victor now. How was it?
It was amazing, actually, yeah.
You guys were insane. We were making bets if you can make the 2 puzzles in under an hour. And it was not super far.
Yeah, but under an hour would be crazy.
Yeah, it would be, but you were super close to it.
Yeah, it was like only 3 minutes more than 1 hour, yeah.
Yes, so it was super close. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time, if you chose better puzzles, like easier
Better
puzzles.
Yes, what did you think of the selection this time?
I think we really liked the puzzles, and also I think the other ones were really great too, but just not as fast as those two. The birds in the sky.
Yeah, the birds in the sky are the same, like these ones
Yeah.
on the top. Yes, we were actually talking about this puzzle a lot because I think there were only 2 teams that have chosen it, and it feels like this puzzle got overlooked because the other 2 were so easy or looked so easy in comparison, because this is not as bad.
Yeah, we thought it was easy, but we thought the one would be easier.
Yes.
The mushrooms, because we knew that the one in the brown box would be the easiest one, and to sort and to like do in different sections. And then we had this discussion about either the mushrooms or is it the Paris? I don't know.
I think Amsterdam.
Yeah, Amsterdam.
Yeah, sunset over Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Yes. So, which order did you do them in? It was the townhouse
Yeah,
first,
the
right?
first one was with the building, yeah.
Is there any dilemma of like which puzzle you want to do first, of like the harder or the easier, or do you think there is a difference?
We didn't discuss that. I don't think so, yeah. It was in my previous team. We wanted to do the harder puzzle first to not get in our heads that if we are not the first ones to hear the claps, then maybe since we are doing the easier puzzle, maybe it's not that fast. But with this team, it's like we didn't really think about that.
Ah, okay. So,
And, yeah.
so you're not trying to Jedi mind trick yourself into it?
No, not this time.
Yes. Was there anything tricky about this puzzle in the end? Because as we were looking at the picture, we were thinking that, like, yes, it looks super easy because of the mushrooms. They have, like, the very distinct backgrounds and the colors, but, like, that the branches might trip people up, actually.
That was difficult in many places. But I think if we were doing it slow, it would be very easy because all of them are different because of the things that are on top of those branches. Like, I don't know the name of that, but some of those are like
the
little
pine cone.
leaves. Yeah, the pine cone, yeah. For speed, it was the hardest part of the puzzle, for sure. But it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, that is visible also in the other teams as well, that like the mushrooms get formed extremely quickly. So like those are the easiest part of the puzzle, and then they have to like kind of navigate of like how they place it. Did you have any like trouble of like too many hands over the puzzle?
I don't think we did, no. Yeah. Yeah, the only problem. Yeah, but I think the only problem we had was in the previous puzzle, right? When we did the shape sort and it didn't work because we didn't stick to it on the trees.
Oh yeah. Yes. Is there anything else that you guys would like to share of like the experience, how it is puzzling together?
Now I can hear you.
You can also just switch the microphone.
Oh no. No.
Now you got tricked into like sitting down.
I see. Hi.
Hello.
Good. No, I was saying earlier that like I did a lot of the not shape sorting, the sorting for the mushrooms, and I actually gave it to them on the tray so that I could do them on the trays and then place them in, and on purpose, like whoever was sitting, like Victor was sitting next to me, so in the corner, and I gave him the red corner, even if it was sorted before, like he had time to do that, etc. So we solved the too many hands on the puzzle by being conscious about like what everyone was working on. I think that's what Katia and I also try to do when we do it in pairs. Like if we have the puzzle, like she works on the side of the puzzle that is closer to her and me vice versa, even if it's not the first thing that calls to us.
Yes. That is actually one very good tip that people in the chat might also appreciate. Yes. We were actually wondering how often do you guys get to practice that is not competition?
Well, that was the interesting thing and the one thing, extra thing that I would have talked about. Well, almost never. So we all met up in France in March, and there we did one puzzle or two puzzles. So we did one puzzle, and then we did a puzzle after the 24 hours. I'm not counting that because Katia and Hannah were completely out of it.
Ah, okay.
So that was a disaster. Also, we had extra pieces in the puzzle, and it
Oh,
was
nice.
a weird brand with a lot of false fits. It was like, yeah. And so we practiced yesterday and 2 days ago, and that
Yes.
was it.
So pretty much like the puzzle after the 24-hour marathon was like a team building experience. And then, yeah, that was not real
I
practice.
don't even know if it was. It was, okay, it was. Everyone says it was, so it was.
Yes. Yes. Is there any like type of image that you're expecting from the final based on like what selection you saw so far?
An easy one.
An easy one, says Victor. I didn't think about it. No, I don't know. Could be anything.
Could be anything. So there has been no speculation. But this
we
time,
haven't thought about it yet, no.
but this time also there were no images on the backs of the puzzles.
True, true. But also, there's more options with teams. Yeah, did we check? No, we didn't check. We can still check. But I don't know. With 1000, there are so many options, and I'm not worried about it. Also, well, we have to do those two. Like, we will
Yes.
see it when it comes out. That's the plan, I think.
Yeah. Do you think that since there is like a set order for what puzzles you're going to have to do, if that influences the results in any way, in general, in theory?
No, but I like that. So that's what the US nationals also have been doing for the past few years, and I like it as an idea. Like everyone starts with the same puzzle, and also the next puzzle is a surprise until you get to it, which is kind of nice. Like because
Yes.
you don't have like the 40 minutes while we are doing the first puzzle to think about the second puzzle and like worry about whether you made the right choice with what to start with. And it's also faster to start with. Like nobody will get stuck into I need to think and choose and lose those 30 seconds to 2 minutes according to how much you talk about it.
Yes.
It's nice. I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it has been a pretty popular choice. So I have like been talking to people about it, and it seems like people like that idea. So yeah, I'm glad that you like that. Is there anything else? Do we still want to chat a little? Have you been doing any puzzling in the end last night still? Mostly for Victor, because you were mentioning that at one point.
We were.
You're going to need the microphone again.
The microphone.
Yeah, so we were doing those puzzles, and we ended up doing 2. I think we would have done more if they weren't horrendous.
Well, what horrendous puzzles did you do?
One of them, actually, the first one was the final puzzle for teams in Canadian Nationals this year.
Oh, that beautiful puzzle with the Venus in the middle and
Yes.
then all kinds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's a
for
great
teams
puzzle.
is difficult, right?
Yes.
Also, we did the scenery puzzle. It was a portrait puzzle from Ravensburger as well, and it was like half sky, with
no.
irregular clouds, so not really very fun.
It seems like you have a knack for like choosing puzzles for like after a competition when you're already exhausted.
Well, Kara said that since we did the harder ones now, it was so much easier and the flow was so much better, so maybe this was the method.
Yeah, that is very true. Yes, well, congratulations on your first place. And
you.
good luck in the final.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and in the meantime, I think we should check the list because we had finishers as well, others.
Oh yes, we have had a couple of finishers. I'm going to refresh my results here. While we were chatting, yeah, Need for Speed has finished both puzzles, and Pixel Perfect got third place. So we have missed the podium in the meantime. And Perfect Fit is still on the fourth place. So we have only three teams that have finished so far.
Yeah, but maybe now we
But
are
now,
seeing
yeah,
one.
it's only in the results. So we still have one piece
And it's
missing.
done.
It's the Dutch team.
Yeah, I think they found it.
Yes, it seems like they have found it, and they seem very happy. Is it
And-
possible that they got fourth, or we just missed some finishes that have not been updated yet?
I don't know.
We're going to have to see, because we were chatting so much. And we actually have the Polish team coming up. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
We only have one microphone, so we're only going to have one speaker at a time, but you can exchange between each other. Yeah, you can pass it around, but you're not going to hear me properly, or... Okay. Yeah, you can just put on the headphones if you like. That's okay. Welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Here you are.
Oh,
Now they can actually hear you.
Hello.
Yes, how are you doing?
Oh, it was so much stressful. Yeah, because I think we are fourth. Yeah.
I think so. Our results haven't been updated yet. We're going to see just now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It was so stressful, and when we heard that first team finished and we had so much left, it was like, oh, how?
Oh, yes.
But they picked different, I think, puzzles. Yeah.
Yes.
They picked the mushrooms.
You actually surprised us, and we were hoping that you would come for an interview because we wanted to know why you picked this one. Because I think only 3 teams picked this puzzle.
So this was the first puzzle we surely would choose, but then we were wondering this one or the other one.
Yes.
But then we were talking about how much green stuff is there. So we thought that would be very hard to finish this one.
Yes.
Yeah, and
And then for the Amsterdam puzzle, yes, because we saw you doing it, we started looking at it more because I think most of the teams were kind of deceived by how easy these two can be. Because this has the very distinct differences, even though, like, yes, there are tricky parts, but it's like very colorful. And then they overlooked that this is actually quite a nice puzzle.
yeah, it's very nice. Every building has like a different texture and color. Yeah, I've done them, so they are pretty fun. And also the gradient on the sky, it was so cool. Yeah,
Yeah, so
much better than this sky.
oh yeah. So it was not as tricky as what it looks because like the clouds, they break up the color a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. If you start with the blue ones, then you go to the yellow from this one, and then you have much lighter at the bottom. Yeah, it was easy.
Yes. Yeah, how did you coordinate the team? Like, do you talk a lot during puzzling? Do you like ever like talk about what is happening, or you are like so harmonious together already that you like don't really have to discuss too many things?
This was actually the first time we puzzle, 4 of us.
Very
because
nice.
Daria is
For a very long time, we just kept seeing like other teams, and nobody has picked any other puzzle than these two.
okay. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, we saw one team that picked the animals, and then you popped up with this one.
Yeah, this for sure was out of the question. Yeah, we thought it was too hard.
Yes. Yeah, were you happy with the puzzle choices, or would you have wanted to go for the other one?
I don't know. Maybe. I think this one was faster than this one. We don't know why. Maybe because of the bushes and the sky. Yeah, we had issues at this corner. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think this was faster than this one, so we for sure would have picked this one. Yeah, I think we would stick with this choice. Yeah.
Yes.
And didn't have this picture have too much dark pieces, or
You mean like?
the dark shades, because there is a section which is a little darker than the
Oh
other
yeah.
one.
I think we finished with this darker side. Yeah.
Mhm.
But all of the rest was like everyone could do something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did this building. Someone did the path. Someone did the ship or the bridge. Yeah, it was fun to puzzle for sure.
Yes. It's so great.
Yeah. Do you want?
It doesn't look like they want to stop. You can gladly talk. Yes. Yes, so a quick switch so that we get a little bit of every team member. Hi, Daria.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, so you are the newest member of the team.
Yes.
How did you end up in the team?
Well, I actually took Victor's place from last year.
Even trained together yet, or this was just the first competition?
We haven't trained together, and this is the first competition.
Yeah, for that, that's a very strong start.
Yeah, definitely very much stressful for me.
Yes. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I think it's pretty decent start for me.
Yes, it's definitely a very decent start. Are you also planning to, at the Polish Championship, are you going to compete there?
Well, I actually wasn't going to, but I think it's possible. I'm gonna end up in Polish championships, but unfortunately, I'm not going to Spain this year.
Mhm.
But maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
I'm hoping.
Yes. Yeah, so then the Polish Championship does have a team category as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be pretty exciting. And I can imagine why you would want to now participate.
Yeah, I started speed puzzling last year after Spain, and when I saw my times, I thought, well, let's give it a go.
Oh, yes. So you have only heard about the speed puzzling in general. So you haven't been to Spain yet?
No,
Uh-huh.
no, not ever.
Yeah, you must try it. And how much do you communicate during puzzling in teams?
Well, I'm not sure because I very much prefer puzzling alone. So it's kind of hard for me to cooperate with anyone else. But I'm kind of submissive, so I'll do whatever you ask me to.
So everybody gets their sections, and you
Yes.
just get a bunch of pieces. And
Well, I very much like a busy puzzle, but I call it the chicken method because I pick the piece and I place it right where it belongs, and it's already moved in the right direction. So like I have a bunch of pieces just lying around, and then it kind of starts
get together.
to get together. Yeah.
That's actually a very nice name. I like the chicken method.
I never heard of that.
Just pick it up. Yeah, that's also very nice.
Yeah, that's my strategy too.
The chicken. From now on, we have to call it the chicken
Yes.
method. No, we just have to going to like keep in mind that it came from you. Once it's
No
a
problem.
coined term.
And how do you feel yourself on the competition? So it definitely won't be your last, I guess.
No, it won't be my last for sure. I'm hoping to come to more events in the future.
Nice.
Yes. Also in Poland, there has been more and more competitions. Like I always see, like on social media, that there's a lot of competition all around Poland. Do you get to go to a lot of them?
Well, some not that much, but I do almost all online competitions and EJJ also. So from home, it's easier for me.
Yes. So you also feel like competition stress is worse than at home?
Well, the first ones at home, I had all shaky hands and just mentals wasn't on point, but I got through it, and I even got to beat Christian once.
Oh yeah.
Our Polish online championship
Competition.
competition, yeah.
Yeah, that is a big achievement.
We were all stressed. I had the streaming on, and I heard all the stress everyone was going through. Like, go, go, go.
And what puzzle was it?
It was the Rainbow Cat from Cobble Hill, 500. It's very popular in USA, I guess.
Yes, could be.
Yeah, but it was very nice puzzle, very colorful. So it was easier for me, but it was large pieces. So 500 came with
Oh
cameras
yes.
of 1000. So
Yeah, those are not really the most comfortable
No.
puzzles to
Yes,
puzzle.
It can be a challenge.
Yeah.
Just because of
it
the-
was my first time doing puzzles like this. So
And first time doing a puzzle like that and beating Christian is also a good result.
yeah, I'm pretty proud of that.
good start.
Yes, but then understandable then how you ended up in their team.
Yeah, I just casually messaged Christian and asked, "Hey, don't you look for anyone?" And he said, "Yeah, sure." We even talked about getting together and practice, but like,
Yes.
You don't need.
You don't need it, you're too good. Yes, well, amazing. And it's really, really a great result. It was good to see someone do a different puzzle. And yes, thank you very much for joining us.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Does Justina maybe still want to talk with us? Because otherwise then we're going to move on. No. Then we actually have a line of people for our next guest interview, and we have a very special guest now who can join us in the live stream. Hello.
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 Very nice to finally see you.
Yes.
Yes, so this is Nori,
Yes.
and you are the owner.
Yes, I am the owner of a very big puzzle shop. It's called Puzzle Garden.
That you might have heard of already,
Yes,
because a lot of the
yes.
competitors have been going there to
Yes,
visit.
they were. I was so delighted because I could talk to a lot of people and it was so fun. So yes, we have a very big puzzle shop in Budapest, which is quite unique because I believe it's for sure the biggest one. But there are not many puzzle stores which are only puzzles. You know, you can of course buy bigger brands in toy stores, but I have only puzzles, and I have the bigger brands, of course, but I have also the smaller brands. So I always looking to get the brands which you cannot buy elsewhere. So yeah, that's my store.
Yes. Yeah, for those who haven't heard the story yet, how did you end up having a puzzle store?
Yes, it was quite a funny story because I got my baby, and after 6 months with him at home, I was like kind of bored. And I wanted to do something. You know, every woman has this time in her life, and I want to express myself, and I want to do something. And I came up with some ideas. I pitched them to my husband, and he said, "No, are you crazy? No, 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 no." And one day I told him, "What about puzzles? What if I sell puzzles? Because we love to do puzzles together." And he was like, "Yeah, that's a good idea." And I was like, "Really? Really? Are you sure?" And he said, yeah, go on and do it. And I started to look into it, and then I just did. And for the first year, we were only an online shop, and I was doing the online shop from our home. So our home was full of puzzles. You know, at first it started in the kids' room, then in my other daughter's room, and then like big shelves. And then after that, we said,
There?
the bigger one or the smaller one?
I think the bigger one, yes.
Yes, I think, yes.
Yes.
But Vicky was there several times.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice place to visit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
it is definitely very special. Like, there are some brands that you usually only see online, I think.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
it's good to like browse through like physically. Like for myself, I can say that like online shopping is very convenient, but I love going into an actual store.
No, it's totally different. Totally different. I have a lot of customers who come in and then like pick a box, and I would never pick this in an online shop, but I love it now. I have to have it. So it's very, and also quite a lot of puzzle brands have very unique and nice boxes these days.
Yes.
And I love those. I love those. I love those smaller, you know, like especially for gift giving or something like that. So
Yes.
It's a really different experience
yes.
to go in a shop.
And also the other factor is like we can also give tips. So I work there a lot, but I have a a colleague now. She is also very, very big in puzzles. She loves them. So that was also very important to me to get someone to work there who loves puzzles very much. So we also give tips a lot of times. A lot of people come in with questions. Okay, how do you know, the typical one, how to glue, how to frame, and etc. And what to do with the puzzles once I finish them. So these are typical questions, and usually just tips like how to do them, what's the best approach, and then like we always chit chat with everyone. So it's a community to this hobby, I think. So it's growing, it's growing, and a lot of people, come from the street, come by, and then see, and then come in. Oh my God, I did puzzles as a kid. Oh, it's fun to start. And then once they see that how big this community is and how many people love it, they get the feeling of it, and they want to start as well too. The funny thing is, a lot of don't get me wrong, a lot of elderly people come into the shop and say, "Oh no, this is a kid's store. This is toys." And I say, no, these are adult puzzles, like all of them. Okay, I have a kids section for sure, but the most is adult puzzles, and they're like, "Really? Yeah, that's a very good hobby." And then a lot of people buy and then go home, and then they come back. Oh, it was so fun, so now I want to start another one. So that's very typical, and I love it.
Yes. And do you think that there is a reason that so many people are finding their way back into puzzles now? Because like puzzling has been a hobby for a very long time, I think. I don't want to say anything silly, but like the past 150 years, definitely there has been jigsaw puzzles, but now there's like a surge in puzzling again.
I think it has a lot to do with the lifestyle of today's life. Like busy, and scrolling, and then now these days people want a hobby which is like calm. Okay, not speed puzzling, but that is not calm, but a calmer hobby when you can just focus, sit down. You don't have to scroll, you don't have to watch and anything. And especially, I think the younger generation, like not mine, but a little bit younger, they are seeking actively for this kind of hobbies, I think. So I see it. So a lot of people are young, so like 20, 21 are coming in, and they like it too.
Yeah, and this is the hobby where you will accomplish something, definitely. Maybe
Yes.
it takes a little longer time, but
Yes,
you can do it.
Yes.
You mean that there's going to be like a result at the end?
Yes,
so it pays off.
yes. The feeling of achievement, it's very important.
Yes.
I did that.
And then what brands sell the most? So like what seem to be the most popular brands in the shop? Ooh, that's
my
a happy
God.
team.
Yes.
Seems like the Austrian team is extremely happy.
I was, how do you say that? I was very sad that we didn't get this puzzle because I was in the previous group.
Yes.
And when I saw that they got this, I was like, oh man, I did this like 3 times. This mushroom thing. No. In the other group, we chose the wrong one. We chose the house one. And,
yeah.
Yeah. It was not that the puzzle was difficult. That picture was a little bit blurry, to be honest, and it was very hard to see.
Okay, I haven't heard that from anyone yet.
No?
No.
Oh my God, it was so blurry. So the lines weren't so distinct enough. And okay. So the biggest brands, of course, Ravensburger is the biggest seller still.
Yeah.
Although I really like to suggest different brands. So a lot of people come in and like, which is the best brand? Which is the best puzzle brand? And I'm like, it depends on the person, of course, but that's only one thing which we know because we do a lot of puzzles. We know that it's a preference. But usually, I sell a lot of Schmidt puzzles. So I often recommend Schmidt puzzles because I think they are very good. So I sell Schmidt. Yeah, of course I sell truffle. I sell a lot. I sell a lot of Gallison puzzles, but I think it has a lot to do because of the boxes.
Yes.
And the in-shop experience is very good with the Gallison puzzles. Because
What do you mean by that?
Because the boxes are so nice.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the boxes are so nicely designed, like these square boxes and the very sturdy cardboard boxes, and a lot of people buy them as presents because they look so nice. I sell a lot of Enjoy puzzles, which are also very popular. I don't know. I have so many. I have so many.
Yes, and then tell us about your own.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot. Oh God, yeah.
Because that might also be practical to know about.
Yes. After a while, of course, a lot of people come into the shop and then they're like, what is like a Hungarian puzzle, something about Hungary. And I was like, yeah, you know, I have like from Truffle a parliament building and I think another parliament building, but that was all, like it was Hungary. And then I thought, yeah, we could do our own Hungarian puzzle brand. And then, yeah, we did. It's called Pannon Puzzles. I have eight, 9 designs. There are like 5 are related to Hungary in some way, like Hungarian animals or Hungarian map or like the typical stuff. And then we have what did I want to say? Oh my God, brain freeze. Okay, brain freeze. So we did the brand, and the funny story is, I have to tell it, Vicky. You know, we had a collage of Budapest with like different pictures of Budapest, and it was quite popular. So a lot of people bought it. And last year on the Worlds, Vicky bought one from me. But like a week before Worlds, she came in. You know, do you have it? Do you have it? I want to bring it to Worlds because a very good friend of yours. You want to gift it to her. And I said, oh, that's so fun. Or you're thoughtful of you to bring something, a souvenir from Budapest. And then after like some months, a girl contacted me, Michelle, who is doing the Euro Jigsaw Jam. Yeah, that's the name. She wants to buy like the collage puzzle for a competition. And then I'm like, yeah, sure you can buy it. And then the competition came, and then on the day of the competition, I was there in a live stream as well. And then she told me the story that she got it from a girl at a World Jigsaw Puzzle Championships, and it was so funny because I didn't know it, and then Vicky was also competing at the competition, and she opened the box. She didn't know it that this is going to be a puzzle. She opened then my puzzle, which she gifted it to her. So that was really funny.
Yes. And then that puzzle ended up being used in the Jigsaw Jam, and that's how I got that puzzle.
Yeah. So you have it now too.
Yes, I do. And that's also a very, very good souvenir.
Yes.
From like this event as well.
Yes.
There has been a lot of people that went to your shop to get puzzles. I'm not sure if they have actually got any of the Hungarian puzzles.
Yes. A lot of people bought it. I have like 2 or 3 from Budapest kind pictures, the collage one and another 2. And I saw that a lot of people bought it. So I'm very happy about it.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we couldn't sell here at the competition. Of course, I wanted to, but the space was limited, so that's why we couldn't bring any. But I hope a lot of people visit the shop and then.
I have heard from a number of people that they still plan to go there, especially on Sunday after the competition. So you might end up being quite busy afterwards.
Yeah, we planned to be open on Sunday until 4. But we will see. Of course, if a lot of people come, then we are not going to close the doors. So.
Keep out the puzzlers.
Because it was very hard to calculate how to be open, because usually we are not open on Sundays. So it was very hard to calculate. But even on Tuesday, there were already people there in the shop who came to the competition. What are you doing here on Tuesday? Okay. So I a little bit I miscalculated that part. I wasn't expecting so many people to come, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy about it.
Yes, it worked out really well. It also, I have heard from like a number of people that like that shop is just great, and it's So I have been hearing good feedback.
Yeah.
So now I'm giving it back to you.
Oh, that's amazing. We worked so much on that shop, so you cannot believe it, because until like April, beginning of April, I was doing the whole thing on my own. So completely on my own, like imagine packaging and putting the puzzles and so everything. But that had to stop. That had to stop now in April. I was like, no, I cannot handle it, especially the Christmas season. That's no. So finally I got help, and I'm so happy with her. And we are going forward.
Very nice.
Yes.
And how has been the event for you?
I enjoy it very much, of course. But yesterday we were not lucky in the pairs team. We got 52nd, and I was very sad about
Oh,
it.
it's so close.
Yes, I was very sad, and like I don't know, 20 seconds or something. I wanted to do the pairs puzzle, but either way, now we with the teams we are going. So we are coming tomorrow. And
Yes.
although this house puzzle that was too hard, I hope that tomorrow we get something like this and the mushrooms.
Yes.
Let's hope for it.
Let's hope for it.
Yeah, it will be so much fun.
Yes. You still have any questions that you would like to talk about?
Yes, actually, how do you choose what picture to put on a puzzle?
For my own brand.
Yes.
Oh my. Of course, at first, at that first lineup, I wanted to do like so to say, the basic stuff, so like the Hungarian stuff. But for the future, I have very big plans. It's like I just need the time, to put out the finished product, because it takes a lot of time to design them. Of course, I designed all of them, so like choosing the picture and putting everything together, it was a big work.
When you say designing, like, do you mean like the graphic design itself? So like you also have some kind of training in that, or do you have someone who like puts the picture itself together?
For the collage and everything, I did everything. I did the box design. I designed it myself. I don't have any education in that regard, but you know, how do you say that? I love to learn. I love to learn. Yes.
And then it looks like
experimenting, and
it looks like you learn on the job.
Yes. With the whole store, it was learn on the job. You know, from the beginning, like how do you put together a web shop and everything. It's yeah. And then when we started, we didn't have ChatGPT to just ask questions. No, we had to find it out. So it wasn't that easy. But now, no, I'm really happy that I got it into it. So it's my husband's fault, the whole thing, because he said, okay, let's do it. But he loves it too, so he helps also a lot in the shop. For especially in Christmas, he had to get the whole December holiday. He took holiday the whole December. He was there the whole December. So the poor soul. But
is he also involved in the shop, or like
No.
I assume he has like a
no,
different job, so he's
has,
not employed by
He has a normal
the shop.
job. He has
A normal job, yes.
He doesn't do crazy stuff like me. No. But he helps a lot, of course. So you know, he's a little bit grumpy sometimes. Like, why do we have to? But he helps. He always helps. He always helps. So he always comes and helps.
Oh, that's one happy finisher over there. It's done. The puzzle is done. I'm going to take a quick look because we have got so involved in the conversation. We haven't really been paying that much attention. Yeah, we have 19 teams that have finished at 1 hour and 49 minutes.
Wow.
And we already have 43 teams that have finished their first puzzle. So we are doing good, and there's still over an hour to go. So we're going to see still a lot of finishers.
Yeah, and I like to mention the 43rd place.
The random puzzlers.
Yeah, they were forming a team today and then third.
Wow.
Nice.
So I think they haven't practiced before it.
It doesn't seem like it if they formed today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're still going to see a lot of finishers in the upcoming hour and 10 minutes, hour and 9 minutes. Yes, but back to you. No, it really sounds like you made like the dream of a lot of puzzlers come true.
Yes, I think so. A lot of people come who like really in puzzles. Oh, I want to open my own puzzle shop, and not in Hungary, please. But no, it was just a joke. But you know, I would do a lot of things differently, of course. Like with everything, when you learn on the go, you would do it differently. And there were points when I said to myself, why? Why am I doing this to myself? Why? So there were points which were really hard, but I think now we have you know, like a good system, and then I have help now, and now it's much more relaxed. So. But it was very hard at the beginning. You know, like you don't know where to start. So that's always the hardest part, where to start with something like that.
Yeah, because you have the big ideas, but don't know how.
Yes,
to
yes,
start
yes, yes,
it.
yes. That's the, and then I how do you say? I can understand that a lot of people give up because it's like you didn't, how do you say? You didn't get the benefits at 1st, of course.
Yeah, you have to wait for that.
Yes, you have to wait for it. You have to wait for it, and but it comes, you know, like this story with us with the Euro Jigsaw Jam.
Yeah, I
It
love
was
that
like
story.
it was like it came to me. So I was very happy about it.
And then if someone wanted to follow your lead and either like do a puzzle brand or open a puzzle shop, like what would be like the 2 most important things that you would tell them?
I think the puzzle brand stuff, that was easier than the shop. That was
Oh, really?
not that difficult. No, I think you can do that.
Oh.
It's not.
Okay.
I don't know what tips to give because during the designing I had to order a lot, a lot. And when they came to me, like, opening up the box, how does it look? Okay, put it together. Okay, it looks good. Okay, so it was a challenge. It was a challenge.
And have you done all of your puzzles?
Not all of them. You know why? Because I received them pre-assembled. So I receive to every box I receive one pre-assembled puzzle one, and then that's why it takes the fun out of it a little bit to do it, and also the time. You know, like I see a lot of posts in the Jigsaw puzzle groups that they got a puzzle pre-assembled, and then like they are very down. Oh no. I don't want to assemble it now, and it's a little bit with that. But I put them out, and I love them, and I check every piece, and then look for faulty places and everything. I did the collage one. I did the one with the retro Budapest picture ones. I did. Which one did I did? I do so many. I did the Kingfisher one. I did. But not all of them. I had, for the example, I have this old map of Budapest. I wanted to do that, but it's hard. It's hard. It's
Who
not
designed
impossible.
it?
Yeah, that one I did not design myself because that map is from 1884 or something like that. So
Maybe that wasn't you?
yeah, no, I did not design that. But it's really fun because you can see all the street names and everything. I sold all of them already. They are sold out. Yes.
Wow.
I didn't expect it to be sold out so fast, but they sold out very fast. So.
And you're reordering then?
I am, and I have also some designs already made. I just have to find the time.
That was a lot of cheering for that team.
Yes.
They are done.
It's so funny because at the beginning we came into the room and I said, did someone already finish or not? Or did someone? And then someone finished, but everyone was like not cheering. They waited. Do they start the next one? No, they don't start the next one. Okay, then let's cheer. So
yes.
it was so funny.
Yes, at one point, like especially around the 2 hours, it's hard to tell if it's actually a team finishing or it's a team finishing their first puzzle.
Yeah.
And Puzzle Heart is done.
Ooh.
Yay!
Yeah, in 2 hours.
Very nice, under 2 hours.
Yeah, we were like standing here beside them, and it was so funny. They had a ton of pieces, like all of them, and then we were like chatting with my husband, and then suddenly I looked back to them and like, what? Almost everything was assembled. What happened? So they were very good.
Yes.
Any more questions?
I was still wondering, like for the map from like the old picture,
Yes.
do you actually have to get any rights to put it on a puzzle?
No, because there is this law that if the author of a picture is already dead since 70 years.
Oh yeah, the copyright law.
Yes, then the copyright is not there anymore. Oh yes. So I have some old paintings as well, like old Hungarian paintings, and but I have also some plans. I cannot
That would have been the next question of like, do you have any plans that you can share?
I don't want to, because if it doesn't work out the way I imagine it, then it will be a disappointment, not just for me, but maybe for someone else. So not at this point. But I'm planning on releasing some. I have some which I want to do. But also all Hungarian or Hungary-related stuff, because that's the one which the brand is about.
Yes.
Yes. Do you also plan to add like 500-piece puzzles to your collection?
Yes, I will do that, because I got in contact with some souvenir shops, and they said, no, 1,000 is too much. No, send us 500. So I will have the Budapest ones in 500 as well.
Good to know. Those might actually be good for speed puzzling.
Yeah. Of course.
But the 1,000 wasn't too hard either. You had like the best.
Yes,
the best
that's
time.
my best time.
I also had my best time on that puzzle.
A lot of
for
people
1,000
had
people.
their best time there. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that also with my partner, who we were together in the competition, and we did it also very fast. So I'm like, okay, it's good.
Yes. There's a question. Are you going to Valladolid?
No,
No. You're not going to be there this time?
I was never there.
You have never been there?
No.
Why did I think that you were there? Maybe because of the Valladolid story.
Yes, we wanted to go last year very much, but then I don't know, somehow the people which were in my team, they said like, we don't know, and then okay, so we didn't go. I don't know. Maybe I still go. No, I don't know. It depends on my husband. No, like with 2 children and everything, it's not that easy to do it. And of course, children cannot come because they get bored. I don't know. But you two are going, right?
But maybe sometime you can go.
Yes, but I heard that it might not be forever in Spain.
Those are pretty much rumors. I think it has been going around for a while now.
Yeah.
But that's only rumors. We haven't got confirmation.
No. Of course, it's just a rumor. I just heard it, but you know, it makes the pressure bigger, because I want to go as long as it's in Spain, because that's much easier. And once it gets, I don't know, to the US or something, then yeah, that's pretty much it. So
Yes.
I have to think about it.
Yeah.
And we are hitting the 2-hour mark in the meantime. So it's time to check in again. At 2 hours, we have 26 or maybe 27 teams that are already done. It's a good number.
Yeah.
It's really good.
We were the 31st in the last round, but we got it in 2 hours 14. So that pretty much means that these two are easier.
Oh, there you are. Yes, Puzzle Garden, Pontu.
Yes. You know what else? What else could be the name?
What else? We did notice though that it was only you wearing a Puzzle Garden T-shirt.
Yeah. My husband could have worn one, but our friends, I don't think they are like, let's get the name. And no, we are good friends, so it's not a problem. I don't know. We didn't have T-shirts. Could have done it, but with everything else, it was like time, and then designing T-shirts as well. So oh god.
Oh yes.
Always.
A lot of work.
always. It's horrible.
Yes. Well, we're at the 2-hour mark. Is there anything that you would like to still mention about the shop or the puzzles or the event in general, just speed puzzling?
I don't think my mind is like, you know,
Full of everything.
full of everything and just clicking away on its own.
Yes, well, we have also interrogated you a little bit about like running a puzzle shop. So
No, it's no problem. It's
No.
so much fun. It gives so much to my life. So it really changed my life, really. So finally, I'm doing something which I love, and that was the most important part. Like, and some months ago, my husband said, when I was like, sometimes I get full with it. So that's true. But he said to me like, the most important thing is that you do something which you love finally. Because I've worked before in IT,
Oh.
corporate, and I like
Yes.
that too, but it's totally different. So it gives me a lot of joy, and you know, like my kids see it too. They like it too. They always say, "Come, go to the shop," and everything. So they see the work and everything behind it, and it's a good lesson, I think, in their lives too, to
Of course.
to see like that you can be successful, but this is how you have to put in the work, and they see it, and they see it. It's a physical work, like not. Okay, of course, my husband works a lot, but you know, they only see like phone, email, phone, and that's totally different.
Yes.
This kind of work is totally different. So
Yes. So that is super inspiring. I don't think there is any like serious puzzler who has not thought about either having a puzzle brand or running a shop
Yes.
at one point.
puzzle brand is easier.
Yeah, well, it's a good tip as well.
Okay, it's really hard to find a good manufacturer. So it took me like almost a year to find someone which I wanted to do, because it's not so easy. Like you cannot type in Google, okay, good puzzle makers, because then you get not the good ones. So it took me a lot of time, but I'm very happy with the ones we have. So that's the bigger part, to find a good puzzle factory.
Yes.
Once you have that done, it's up to you. You can do it. Okay.
There's actually a comment that said,
You can read that?
no, I can't really. No, it's too small. But
Yeah.
yes, and they do say thank you.
Okay, I'm on my way. I'm
Yeah.
coming back tomorrow, so
Yes, we're going to see you tomorrow puzzling in the team final.
yes.
Yes. And congratulations on puzzling so far. It was really interesting to talk to you as well.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
And then see you later.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Yes, and we're catching up to what is happening in the puzzling arena.
Yeah, it's 2 hours.
We're just over 2 hours. There's still 56 minutes left.
Yes, and so far we have how many teams finished? 40.
Wait, I think, this is Group A. All of a sudden it switched to A.
But maybe 40?
40.
No, 40. Yeah,
We have
yeah, that was before
27. 27 teams finished.
Wow.
Yes. And we still have a couple of teams that are working. In total, as far as I can remember, there were 55 teams registered before, and then some teams, as we have found out, spontaneously joined today. So there are still some teams that are puzzling. We can like take a peek at our like own little screen that we have here. There are at least maybe about 20 teams still puzzling. Roundabout. You're better at math than I am. So
I don't know about that.
yes, there is a mushroom puzzle being assembled here to the very end.
And
there's only a
almost
couple of
finished,
pieces left.
Was there any missing pieces so far here?
I think there was maybe one. I remember in the pairs round, Christian and his pair, they were missing a piece. And there we even pointed out that it was like very strategic, that as soon as they were seeing the missing piece, he was just like, no, stop the time. We're not looking for it. But I actually don't remember any more pieces missing, which is quite nice.
Yeah, I heard about extra pieces.
Yes, I have heard extra pieces as well.
Yeah, but maybe that's the better situation. But not during puzzling, because you grab the piece and you just want to put it somewhere and you can lose time with it. So during puzzling it's really bad, but after you have the full puzzle after all, so
yes,
after it can be better.
And I can't exactly remember who it was that was telling me about it, but when they opened up their puzzle box, there was an extra piece outside the bag.
Oh, and it was really an extra piece, or just?
It was not an extra piece. It actually belonged in the puzzle. which was super weird, and I don't know how that might have
Yeah,
happened.
they had the complete puzzle perfectly.
They had the complete puzzle along
Oh.
with the one piece that was outside the bag.
And the bag wasn't damaged or
And
anything.
the bag was undamaged.
Wow.
So that was one thing, and I'm so sorry I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, but it's really strange. And
It is really strange,
and
and
lucky.
the only thing that I can kind of imagine is that in the factory, someone who was handling it like literally noticed that one piece fell out as the bag was being closed, and then they like
Yeah,
threw it in with
maybe.
the box. But that seems unlikely.
Yes.
And yes, very fittingly to what we are talking about now, we had the table of the missing piece. A team that is still working on, I couldn't see what puzzle it was. I think it was the townhouse.
Yeah. I really like these creative names
Yes,
related to puzzling, and there are so many of them, and everybody
Yes.
can make some new ideas. That's
Yes.
really interesting. In every year, you have new and new.
Whenever you have, like, do you have to come up with team names very often, or you only puzzle with like one team?
We have to come up because we usually change people because somebody can't make it or something, and we don't want to go with the same team name. So
Yes.
yeah, this is the second time actually we went as puzzle. No, sorry, the first. Because in the Hungary we had a Hungarian name, which made sense in Hungary, but we didn't want to use it here. So exactly the same team was there, but the team name was changed.
Oh yes. There is one German team. They were actually the champions of the German nationals this year. They are called the Fast Four. But there was one competition that they went to, but one member couldn't make it, so they replaced her with somebody else, and instead of the Fast Four, they were some of the Fast Four, which is also quite nice.
Yeah, it adds a little if you know the backstory.
Do you have like a method to come up with a team name just to like make it a little bit easier, or do you just kind of brainstorm?
Yeah, we just bring some ideas, and we like to put some pun in it,
Oh yeah.
just wordplay or something in it.
It feels like everyone who puzzles likes puns.
Yes.
I don't know if it's a thing, and if there's anyone who doesn't like puns, they should just let us know, because yeah, they might be the minority, but like most of the team names have a pun in them.
Yes, I love them.
Yeah, my tried and tested way to like come up with team names is to have like a movie name, whatever it is, the longer the better, and then just switch one word for puzzles.
Yeah.
Yes. And another team finished, and they're super happy.
Nice work.
Yes, another townhouse done. And then the mushrooms are still being completed, but they have so very few pieces left.
Yeah, I guess 10, 15, not more.
Something like that.
Yeah, maybe in 2, 10, they can finish it. They just... Oh, and another one. It seems almost the same table, but with different people. I guess we will have many finishers in the next 5-10 minutes. And I don't know how many teams chose the mushroom for second one, but as I can see, many of them started with the town hall.
Just as I'm like scrolling through the results, it seems like it's like one and the other, one and the other. So like it's pretty much 50-50.
Yeah.
Or very, very close.
Yeah,
to
it can
50-50.
be. Yeah, we have another Hungarian team, as I saw it right. And they are really happy about the result.
Yes, they're done.
Nice.
And they also seem super happy about being finished.
Yeah, maybe they are. The paper, okay, they got it. And now we are more than 30 teams done, I think.
Yes, and we have some new guests coming in for a quick interview, which is a team from the Netherlands. And we actually only have headphones and microphones for just one person, but you can like exchange it between yourself. Okay, then whoever would like to talk to us first, just take a seat. Yes, so please put on the headphones, and then you're going to have to place the microphone so that it's in front of your mouth. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi.
Thank you.
Yes, please introduce yourself a little bit so that like the live stream can get to know you.
Yes. Hello. I am Delia Keetman from the Netherlands. As most people will probably know me from the World Championship in 2023, and this is the first time I'm competing again since then. So happy to be here.
And
Yes.
how did you feel about the pictures?
Oh, they were very nice. So it was easy to choose for us because we did the mushroom puzzle before, so some of us did, and the one that got away looked like the easier puzzle. So I think we chose the best puzzles.
Yes. As far as I can remember, you also got a pretty good placement.
Yes, we finished 5th, I think.
Yes, there you are. The toppers.
Yes.
What is the origin of the team name?
You have to ask Erik. He
Okay,
came up
we,
with
we,
it.
we, will, we
So-
will then remember the question
Yes.
for later. Yes, so I have heard actually from Inge that it's like a big like team outing for all of you.
Yes, we never puzzled together before. Well, Erik and Alan, of course, did, but this is our first competition, so I think we're doing pretty well for like a new team.
Yes, of course. Well, a 5th place in a qualifying round is a very,
Yeah.
very good result. How often do you puzzle?
Well, I think just as often as most people here, like a couple of times a week, sometimes every day, and I cannot speak for the rest, but I have a lot of time to puzzle, so I puzzle a lot. I have to thank my husband for his support, I promise that.
Yes. Were these like your types of puzzles that you find like extremely easy for
Yes,
yourself?
especially the one that got away. That's my kind of puzzle because I really like sky. So trees, those things, I always do that. So I like that. The other puzzle with the mushrooms was a bit harder because it has a lot of different colored greens, and you have to look where does it go. But I
Yes.
think
Yeah.
we did good as a team.
Yeah, what we were discussing with like other teams as well is that like these branches are actually like deceivingly difficult compared to the puzzle.
Yes.
Did you have that experience as
Yes,
well?
because you think, where does it go? It looks like it could go in the left, in the right, bottom, up. So just, well, put it away and do it later.
Yes. And did you do this first?
Yes, we did this first because I think it is the harder puzzle, and we did it before. So, well, just get it out of the way and then do the easy one later, and then you can make up for some lost time maybe. But it was
Yes.
not a really conscious decision. It's just, well, let's do this.
Yeah. So then, yeah, if I understood correctly, you have puzzled together already, kind of.
No, not really. I play with Tamar in the pairs, and we haven't puzzled together either. But Erik, I think he has puzzled with Alan one time. Okay. But we met each other at the Dutch finals, and we decided to go here. So,
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was kind of like the motivating factor to get to this competition.
Well, they were already going, and they were looking for someone, and I thought, well, can I join? And they said, you can join. So here I am. Happy to be.
Yes. So it has been a good experience to be at the competition so far.
Yes, I like competing in all kinds of stuff. So
Oh,
I
all
get
kinds of
better.
stuff.
Yes, I get better if there's pressure. So I really like that. So.
Do you compete in anything else?
Well, not anymore, but I used to do drafts and Sudoku and like that kind of stuff. So, well, mind games. This is also kind of a mind game.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It was actually coming up in one of the discussions that like speed puzzling is like, as you were saying, it's a mind game. It's also like in German there's like the word Denksport for
Yes,
it,
yes, in Dutch
which,
as well.
which is
yeah.
pretty much the same.
Yeah.
And yeah, that speed puzzling kind of belongs to that as well.
Yes, I think it does it too. And it's easier to practice because if you play drafts or checkers, chess, you have to have an opponent. And this you can do whenever you want to, just by yourself. And if you do it with a team, you can discuss, and that's very nice. But you still have to put the pieces in yourself.
Yes. Yeah, that is very true. And like, do you prefer puzzling alone or in a pair or team?
Oh, I like it both equally. So yeah, I cannot say what I like most.
Okay.
I like with a team, someone is like sorting the pieces, and you get a tray full of pieces, and you can start right away.
Yes.
That is very nice. I have to thank Erik for doing that very well.
Don't you like sorting?
Well, I like sorting, but just I was surprised how much I like it being handed over.
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Yes, it makes it far more easier.
Yeah, that is super comfortable because you don't have to look for anything.
Yes, let's come give it to me.
Yeah. Do you have any expectations for like the next round?
Oh well, we hope top 10, and then we would be very happy.
Okay.
Okay, so
That is a very good goal.
yes,
Al-
it may be possible, but it will be hard.
Well, qualifying from 5th place, that is
Yeah, it's
that is
Yeah, it's
like-
there is a chance
There's
for
a
it.
chance. Yes, it depends on the puzzles.
Yes.
Yes.
Would there be a preference of like what kind of puzzle you would want?
Well, this style is for me preferable, not like the Dean McAdam puzzle. It's not my style. So.
Yeah, that was pretty clear from like the very beginning already when the puzzles were on the table. People were like saying, "No, that's rubbish. We're not doing that."
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So I think you will switch to Eric now. Yes.
I think we can.
Yes. Well, thank everyone for listening and have fun.
Yes. Thank you. Hello, Eric.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
So there was one question that we had to keep in mind, and I completely forgot about it. It was about the sorting.
The team
No,
name.
the team name.
The team name.
The team name. Yes. Now, so I just had to fill something in because I did not know who was my team members yet. We were my team members yet, but the toppers are actually very interesting singing crew in the Netherlands.
Okay.
They wear glitter suits and have
Ooh.
sing-along evenings, and it's really a guilty pleasure.
Then it would have been actually appropriate to wear one of those glittery gloves that one of the competitors were wearing yesterday.
Yes. I think Delia's daughter already said, well, you can only make this up, this a horrible team name by wearing glitter outfits. But too bad we were already here.
Yes. It's too late to change now.
Yes.
Yes. How were the puzzles?
I like them. I don't like these animal ones, but it's good that we can choose.
Yes. In this round.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. So that was already out of the question. Were
Yeah.
you contemplating on doing the Amsterdam one?
No. So we are from the Netherlands, and Amsterdam is for me just as horrible as all these Paris puzzles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're so cliche. The bicycle, the canal boats.
That is actually pretty funny to have the Dutch team say that they don't want anything to do with the Dutch puzzle.
No, we see that all the time. So.
Oh yeah, but you would think that would be an advantage because you know the scenery and the cliche things already.
I think this bicycle everybody knows how to puzzle.
Yes, of
There's in so many puzzles.
Yeah, but I would kind of say that compared to Amsterdam, that's not too. That's not enough bicycles.
True. No, I think as Dutch we are in an advantage with very busy puzzles.
Yes.
Because you have also the Jan van Haasteren championship with all these little guys on the puzzle. And the other Dutch championship is about that.
Yes.
And so we started there, me and my wife and Inge, and so we did that a lot. And you see, busy puzzles we don't like them, but we are relative fast in them. So that I would say that helps us, but.
Yes. Yeah, but then you still didn't want to have the animals.
No. So this one is the car is much easier.
Yes.
And so, but if there were only busy puzzles, that would be good for us, I guess.
Yeah, that can be an advantage because those Jan van Haasteren puzzles, those are crazy. Yeah. I have seen just some results from those competitions, and the times that people have for those super busy puzzles are pretty insane.
Yeah, and you also see that some people really are really good in those, and then Rausburger, they are still good, better than me, but much less than that puzzle. Apparently it's a skill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you think? Practicing those pictures makes it easier, or so do they have something in common that?
Yeah, they're all really busy puzzles, so you really have to look at the details.
Yeah.
And I think that because all these guys, they are all the same, and they are all over the puzzle, so you cannot just say, well, this is all sky. We put it to some person. You really have to work together as a team.
Yes.
So I think that makes a difference. It's more team sport than 4 squares that everybody does.
And I assume you have to use the picture on the box for it.
Yes.
And isn't it hard to manage who sits closer to the picture, or
sometimes it's funny when if you see in the preliminary rounds, you see some of these puzzlers there sitting with the box in front of their head. That's not how you should do it, I guess. But
yeah.
but no, that's fine.
And do you like them, or you just?
I know, no.
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 You do them because.
I much rather puzzle Ravensburg or travel. I find these pictures way more interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it was just like a half sentence. It sounded like you were doing the sorting for the team.
Yes, correct.
So you had like designated roles for everyone?
Yeah, so they are much faster than me.
Yes.
So I can be pretty in the team, or or I can do the sorting.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's my job. Yeah.
Yeah, but you probably once the sorting is done, you still puzzle. Obviously.
Of course. I puzzle as well. But for example, with this one. I first took out the sky and the water and the red car, and then Ellen was puzzling this, Delia this, Tamar this, and then I could do the I could also start.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is a very good team distribution when everyone has such clear
Yeah.
roles.
Oh yeah, it helps a lot. We practiced that last year, so with Worlds, different. We tried different strategies, and this one works well.
Yes. Yeah, well, that's also a very, very good tip for maybe some of the viewers as well, to have like a very clear team distribution.
Yeah, I think it mostly works when the differences are big. If you are with two crazy fast puzzlers, then it makes less sense.
Yeah.
Because, but we always said because in our team the difference were bigger. Yeah, let the fast puzzlers puzzle as much as possible, and then.
Yes, it's worth it to like feed them the pieces so that they can like put together the picture.
Exactly, that they can go faster.
Yes, I have heard it once from someone that was saying that like it's also worth it to like give the easiest parts to the fast puzzlers.
Yes, that's also what we do.
Yeah, because like they can like do like that huge chunk, and then everybody else can like work around it. Yes. So you will do that as well.
Exactly. We are in any case, I think it's always best to do the easiest part first. Get these pieces out of the way, and then in a team you do the same.
Yes.
Well.
Yes. And how has been the competition for you so far?
Well, for me personally, I had as a goal to come in to get in all finals. That worked out. So my tournament has been successful.
That is great. Then you're still going to have a very busy weekend.
Yes.
And have you been puzzling outside of the competition or only the competition puzzles?
Here, you mean?
Or back at your hotel?
Oh no, back. Yeah. No.
No.
This is enough. No, I am here with my wife, and we have 2 small kids, and they are also with us.
Yes.
So every time we are not puzzling, we spend with them.
Yes.
It feels like we're a little bit neglecting them.
Yeah, well, it's your weekend.
Exactly. And Grandpa and Grandma are with us, so.
They can help.
Yeah, then it's a big group holiday, really.
Yes.
And are you still going somewhere from here, or you're staying longer?
Yeah, we're going on holiday for 2 weeks after this.
Very nice.
Yep.
Any plans of like where you're going?
Yes, first Slovakia, Bratislava, and then Austria. A little bit cooler than Hungary.
Yes.
It's too warm for us.
Yeah, of course. It's nicer up in the mountains.
Yes, that's indeed the plan.
Yeah, that sounds really, really great. And then, well, good luck for the team finals and for all the other finals.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
Right. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Yes, and we're at 2.5 hours. So there's still, 5 minutes to go until 2.5 hours. And there's still some teams puzzling.
Yeah, I was wondering, all teams are working on their second puzzle.
I'm also trying to see, but I don't think so, but mostly. 51 teams have finished their first puzzle for sure. So there's still like 4 or 5 teams that are working on their first puzzle.
Yeah, and don't forget that there was a girl who was working alone on a puzzle.
We haven't checked in on her in a while.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's still there or if someone has maybe joined her
Is it
at some
possible
point. At some point. I don't know.
to join later?
We
or-
would have to find that out in
Yeah, if somebody is late.
from
or-
one of the organizers. It might have been, yes.
Yeah, if you registered and you have your name on the list, maybe you can join later. But yeah, I don't know.
Yes. And we actually have new people lined up for an interview. We can only accommodate one person on the chair, and we have one earphone and microphone, so you can decide who joins us. And we actually, the girl who was puzzling alone at first, she has been joined with other people. So some people are helping her out. So they were about 10 minutes late, the rest of her team that joined her a little bit later on. So now she's not puzzling alone anymore, which is quite nice. And I think they might be on their second puzzle already. And welcome to the stream. And now people can actually hear you.
Hello,
Your
guys.
microphone is on. Hi. Please introduce yourself a little so that people can find out about you.
Yes, of course. My name is Katerina. I'm originally from Austria. I started speed puzzling pretty much about a year ago.
Yes.
And yeah, now I live in Switzerland. And so we managed to get a 3/4 Swiss team together today. So me from Austria, Maria from Russia actually, but also living in Switzerland.
Yes.
And Vero, born and raised in Switzerland. And her friend Rice, who is living in Hungary. So we're a bit of like an international team today.
How did you find your teammates? How did your team come together?
Yeah, so we do have a little unofficial puzzling club in Zurich, in Switzerland. And that's how I met Maria. And Maria then knows Vero from the World Championships, I think. Maria has already been 3 times to the World Championships.
Nice.
And so that's they know each other. And then Vero brought Rice in the picture. And so, yeah, it's a very nice and small community. So that's what I really like about puzzling. So you get to know a lot of people pretty quick because right now it's still quite a small community.
Yes. About how many people are like in the Swiss puzzling community right now?
Yeah, I think there are not so many. Maybe the ones that are really like active or that you know each other, maybe 20, 30 people. So it's quite small, yeah.
But there is going to be a Swiss championship later in the year, I think.
Yes.
And there are a number of people in there.
Yeah, I think it's growing as well. So last year there were the first Swiss championships, which I also took part in, but did not qualify unfortunately for the finals. Missed it by 1 spot.
Oh no,
That's the worst.
That's especially irritating.
Yes. And yeah, and so last year there were not so many people still participating. I think for the individuals it was altogether about 80 people. So I'm not sure if it's going to be bigger this year. I think they're planning on, making it a bit more of a bigger event.
Ooh,
yeah.
That sounds super exciting. I do remember that like right after the World Championship, it was announced that it's going to be in September at this date, and I was thinking like it's very daring of the Swiss to plan it for a September weekend, like possibly right after the Worlds.
Yeah, I think it is right after the Worlds.
Yes.
I think 1 weekend after the Worlds. Yeah.
Yeah, and as far as I have seen, like I took a look at the website like a couple of months ago, and I could spot. I couldn't really spot many internationals, and I guess that's also the reason because like people don't want to travel right after the Worlds for that much.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, but then it's pretty much only Swiss that have entered.
Yeah, I think I hope I'm not wrong, but I think they made it like first priority for Swiss people, and I think maybe internationals can join later on if there are still spots.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, that is a pretty good initiative in general, I think, for nationals. And then how has the event been?
Oh, it's been really, really great. So I did all 3 categories. For the individual and the pairs, unfortunately, I didn't qualify. But for the teams, we're super happy. I think we're the top 29.
Ooh, nice.
So we're super happy that we qualified.
Yes.
So
Congratulations.
thank you so much. Yeah, it was my first time qualifying for something in the puzzle world.
Yeah, so then you can look forward to the team finals tomorrow.
Yes, we're absolutely looking forward to that, yeah.
Yes. How were the puzzles?
Oh, really enjoyable. Yeah, they're really nice.
You chose these 2 as well? Or?
Yes, we chose the one with the lake and the swans and the one with the mushrooms. So for us, I think this was perfect as a team puzzle because you could very clearly distinguish between the different things on the picture. so we could really separate the parts, and you were not in the way of other people puzzling. So that was really nice. And then once everyone was pretty much done with their part, we just put it together, and then the picture was almost done, and we just started in filling in the gaps.
Yeah.
So that worked out really well for us.
And did you find difficult to fill out these branch pieces between the mushrooms?
Yes, that was the part I think we struggled with the most. So we did the mushroom piece as the second puzzle, and everyone did some mushrooms. We put it all together, and then with the filling in, because the branches, the trees, they all look pretty much the same. So I think we struggled, or this took us the most time. And then we started shape sorting, and then I think we finished quite well. But that was for sure the hardest part.
Were there moments when you regret the choice of the mushrooms?
No, I think we were pretty happy with our choice.
That's really great.
Yes, because the other ones I think they are more busy, and it's not so easy to distinguish the separate things on the picture. So I think we would have struggled and be like in each other's space or have pieces from another person. So I think we were pretty happy with the choices we made, yeah.
And was it easy to choose those two puzzles, or did you have some kind of discussions about it?
Yeah, I think the one here, the one with the car and the lake, this was, for us, it was immediately clear we will do this one, and we will do it first. And the other three, we talked about it a little bit, but I think we came pretty fast to the conclusions that we are going to do the mushroom, because I threw in the animal picture as well. I do like animal pictures, and you can also see the different animals really well, but we were really afraid of doing the tree. Yes, the tree with all the different flowers on top and the leaves.
Yes, and all the green pieces, I guess.
Yes, it's a very big part of the picture. So that's why we decided against it.
Yeah, it has not been a very popular choice. So as far as we noticed, there was only one team that has actually picked that puzzle. So it's
oh really?
Yeah, one or two. So not
it's
that
a more unpopular puzzle.
Yeah.
I can see why. Yes.
Yeah, to be honest, almost every team chose this too. Only the order was different. Yeah, we saw this 2 tables, maybe.
2 tables, I think, maybe 3, but yeah, it was an overwhelming majority for these two. It was also a very obvious choice, I think. It plays to like the benefits of pretty much like any team, of like any way that the team is made up. Yes. Did you get to like practice or do any puzzles as a team outside of the competition while you were here or before?
No, so far we did not have the chance. So this is actually the first time we puzzled together as a team in this constellation. So, but I did bring a 300-piece puzzle with me, like a little practice puzzle. So since we're in the finals tomorrow for teams, I think we for sure will do the 300-piece puzzle at some point, either later on today or maybe tomorrow before the finals.
It might actually be a big challenge to do 300 pieces as a 4-member team, because it's a lot of hands for not that many pieces.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
it is a challenge though. So it does, like, you can probably learn something out of it as a team as well. Which one is it?
Oh, it's from Ravensburger. It's the Stitch one.
Oh yes, that is one. Yeah. Those puzzles are deceivingly tricky.
Yes.
Yes.
I built it alone before, and it took me forever to do it. I don't even want to tell you the time it took me.
No, I think I have heard that from a lot of people. Like there is that series of Disney characters on 300-piece puzzles, and they are all like deceivingly tricky. So like it takes longer for everyone than what they expect.
Yes.
Yeah.
And are you planning to do 1 or 2 of the other 2 puzzles?
Yes, I think so. Yes. So I took that one home, the one with the zoo animals. So I'm really looking forward to puzzle that at some point, and maybe we even practice together as a team still. So we'll see. From our team, nobody has qualified for the pair, so we still have some time left to kill. So maybe we do a puzzle still.
Good idea.
Yes. Is there anything that you still feel like you would like to share about like working as a team in the competition, or just the atmosphere or the experience at the competition in general?
Yeah, so the experience I think was really great, very well organized, and I really just like puzzling because the community is so nice, and it's very easy to get to know people, to talk with other people, since the community is still quite small. So I think it's always a really enjoyable experience. It's either if it's a national competition or now the first European competitions. So I think it's always a really nice experience. So yeah, very well done, everyone.
That is like so very good to hear. That like we have had like multiple people, yeah, for interviews that have been saying that like they have had a good time here, and I think that's also very rewarding for the organizers to hear once they actually listen to the live stream, or if they like watch the videos back later on to like to hear that they are actually doing a good job. So like thank you for like saying it out loud.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, and thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me. Thank you.
Okay, and we have a comment which says that somebody says that the puzzle with the red car was an obvious choice, but she would have struggled with all the other three.
Yeah, I can see why, and
Yes.
we have heard that from pretty much everyone that has been talking to us, that like all three puzzles have their tricky side as well. Like they have very obvious benefits, all of them, because like even the animal puzzle that was not like super popular for any of the teams really, but it does have like the obvious advantage in that like the animals are very recognizable. But then like yeah, the green is super tricky. And then with the Amsterdam, it also like hides these tricky things in it while it's still doable, and the same with the mushrooms. So like yeah, I think it's a very, very good distribution because one is like a very clear choice and super easy. And then all the others like have like a little bit of a tricky side to them. And I think that was true with the previous round as well.
Yes, so it really shows how people think in a team and what to choose, how can they plan, what can be the tricky side of a puzzle. So yeah, that should be a part of the competition as well.
Yes, I think that's the kind of like good puzzle selection where there is one where you can really like test their speed, and then maybe another puzzle that tests maybe less the speed and more the skill.
Yes.
And in this case now, I think it really worked out because it's not like the struggle of having to choose from 4 horrible puzzles.
Yes.
Like it might be like there are competitions where you have like a very beautiful image for all 4, but all of them are horrible to do, or they're just not speed puzzles and they're super challenging. And it is, I think, still always better to have a puzzle that like gives the feeling of success to more teams.
Yes. Yeah, and you can see a team just going through the puzzle, and it's really exciting to see these speeds. And
yes.
And we almost 20 minutes left.
We have 20 minutes left, and we still have a couple of teams puzzling, but there's more and more people finishing.
Yes.
So I'm still very interested to see if we're going to have more teams finish their both puzzles than in the previous round.
I think
it still
happen.
feels like these are way more friendly puzzles. We have actually 52 teams now that have finished both their puzzles, so that's an overwhelming majority out of like the 56, 57. Yes, and then we have, just looking at the results, so 33 teams have finished both, which is a very nice number as well.
Yeah, and I can see that for many teams there are only a few pieces left, so it will, this number will grow definitely.
Including this team here who has maybe like 5 pieces left.
Oh, yeah, or 3. Just a few pieces.
And there it is. There it is.
Now.
Yay! And I think that was only a team of 3 this time.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yes.
Well, it's pretty impressive to finish it.
Yes.
This time.
I've actually just realized, even though I have been looking at this for like a day and a half, that the cameras are actually way higher up, so that you can get a better view from like above. So that you can see, you can actually see what is happening on the table, and it's not just from the side. Like yes, observation skills are very important for a puzzler, and I'm not really showing that much of it. No, it was actually pretty funny yesterday as well, because like even though like with the images on the backs of the puzzles, like I have had like conversations with the organizers before, and they were like, there is something on the puzzles that like you're going to notice. We're not super happy about it. You're going to know what it is. And then we went, I think, at least 2 or 3 rounds before I actually realized what that was.
Ah.
I have never noticed that there's pictures on the back. So
Yeah, that's not the part of the box.
no,
that you-
that's not the part of the box that you look at.
Yeah.
And I was focused on like other things as well. And then someone mentioned it, and it still took a little bit of time to like register. So it, yeah,
What's happening?
yeah, it's it's attention to detail that like it's not like you use it too much at
Yeah,
a
but-
puzzle competition.
Yeah, but you have so much things going on here, so.
Yes. And there's another mushroom puzzle being finished. So many people are so close.
Yes. I don't know if how many teams will finish, but at least 10.
In the previous round, I want to check again. The previous round, we had 45 teams finish finish both their puzzles.
I think it will happen here.
I think we will have more.
Yeah.
I'm very confident.
Yeah, I wonder if there will be teams who finish their both puzzles but won't qualify.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. We only have like 18 minutes left. And actually, maybe not.
Okay.
We have less. Yeah, we only have 33
Ah, okay. Okay.
teams. So maybe we will
Yeah,
still
but-
have like 10, 12
Yeah, but
teams that
we
finish.
see many tables with a few pieces left.
Yeah, they only have the sky now.
Yeah. The
It can
struggling
be
part.
it can be the nightmare for a lot of people.
Yeah.
That is pretty much just shape sorting
Yes.
at that point.
Yeah.
Even though like you can get a little bit of guidance from the clouds of like how they are working out there.
Yeah, but after that many time has passed, maybe they are a little tired. So.
Yes.
Yeah, but you can do it. It's not. Oh, a jungle.
Oh,
A jungle.
that's the jungle puzzle.
Yeah, there is the zebra finished.
Is this the team that chose the jungle puzzle as first puzzle? Because I haven't seen the jungle puzzle being done anywhere before.
I don't know. Maybe that's their second puzzle, and that's why we.
No, this is a Hungarian team, I think. I see the jungle puzzle being being put here. Is there any way to see if anyone else chose it? Yeah, there's a couple of pieces, teams that has chosen it as a second puzzle. And 5 teams are still working on it.
That's 7 teams.
Yes.
Not that much.
Not that much.
Yeah.
No, the German team with that I have pointed out before with Michael and Isabel, they have chosen it, for example, and they actually got like the fastest time on them.
Wow, in an hour.
Under an hour.
Yeah, but that picture is really interesting because if it was a 500-piece puzzle and I would have to choose it for speed puzzling, I'd definitely choose it.
And there is actually a 500-piece version of it.
It's the same picture or just similar? Because
I'm pretty confident that it's maybe even the same artist.
because I have something like this,
Like
but
the
it's not the same picture.
The animals are extremely similar. You also have like 2 of the elephants. It's also
Yeah.
one baby elephant and the adult one.
Yeah, on my copy I have a monkey here next to the tree.
And it's pretty much the same snake in that picture. The lions are also super similar, but it's like I don't think they have lion cubs. Between the 500-piece puzzle and this one, they got the cubs. Yeah, but I think that it's the same. It might be the same artist, 2018. I'm actually going to have to look that up now.
Okay, thanks.
Like that's something that got me interested now.
Yeah. Yeah, and we will see now a finishing mushroom. Only 8 pieces left, so they definitely will finish it.
I can't remember what the name of that puzzle is, though.
I don't remember mine. Only 2 pieces and And they
And
are...
almost. There's still another piece.
Okay, they are searching for one.
Oh, one piece is missing.
Okay. I wonder if they just dropped it on the floor or... It can be so frustrating.
It can be very
because
frustrating.
you can't be sure that you should have to find a piece or not because it can be missing from the beginning. And they found it.
And it's
Nice.
there. So there's no missing piece in the puzzle.
Ah,
They're done.
that's nice.
Okay, my internet doesn't really want to load. Yeah,
Okay, actually found something.
Jungle Harmony. It's pretty much the same puzzle. Also almost the same layout. One
Yeah,
keeper
I
standing
think
up.
you can search for it because that picture is not that good. We have now, another team working on the trees, but these are pretty fast hand movements at the end of the
Oh wow,
puzzle.
picking up pace.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also probably want to really finish as well.
And they will finish with that rhythm. But they are, it's only a 3-person team again.
It looks like it, yes.
Nice.
It's only the greenery left.
Yeah, it's not that much now.
Yes.
I wonder how these trees distinguishable or yeah, if you just see the pieces, I think it's not so easy to sort them, which goes to which tree. Yeah, the branches and some background pieces are missing, but yeah, they can do it in 10 minutes, of course. So we will have another finished mushroom and here as well. It's another Hungarian team. Can recognize them. They are also pretty good. They also will finish.
Yes. And we still have 12 minutes, so that's almost like an hour. There's still so much time.
Yeah. And here we have missing sky. Yes, somebody's still working on the tree. Yeah, it's a really good strategy to have the pieces on the tray or paper or what thing you have in hand. And if you're struggling with that part or just bored or you think that you can work on another part easily, then you just hand them to another person and you won't waste too much time with it.
It's actually a different artist. It's not the same artist
Oh, really?
that has done the two puzzles.
Wow.
Like this one is Jan Patrick, and the other one is Chris Hyatt.
Ah, but they look so similar.
But it's super similar. It also has like one almost the same tree. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe it was inspired a little bit by it.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was a mystery that we have solved now.
Thank you. And another team is
Just-
finishing just now.
3 pieces. And 10 minutes left.
Yeah, I think more teams will finish than in the previous round.
Yes. There is a very good chance for that.
They are looking
And-
for the gaps.
Done. Or is there a missing piece as well?
Yes, in the center. Yes. Okay.
It's
I
done.
found it.
Yay!
Only 10 minutes left.
And it seems like they have had some fans in the in the audience as well, because we have heard like an extra cheer for this team.
Yeah, they look really happy.
And almost
Okay.
done. Very
Nice.
good. We're getting more and more people done.
Yes, in the
That-
last 10 minutes. It's really exciting to see.
Yes, and then the closer you get to the time limit, the more exciting it gets. It feels like my website is not really updating yet.
We can see that 35 teams has finished.
Yes. I also think that there might be one team that didn't want to finish because they see it says 1001 already, so they have just been like added. Which is
maybe.
possible. They might have said that like one puzzle was enough. Thank you.
This is the same jungle that we've seen before.
Yes.
Or
what do you mean? If it's the same jungle?
If it's the same team?
If it's a different team that is doing. You see, now it's starting to blend in. I don't know.
Yeah, but the zebra is also down here, so that's why I'm not sure.
Yeah, because they had the zebra done before. It is a good strategy there, though, that like pretty much everyone has their individual animals, and they start picking like pieces just for that animal, and they are not like bothering the others with any other like pieces. And the townhouse is done. Another team done.
Wow.
And the competition is still going about who's going into the finals and who's not.
Yeah, there are still places for that.
Yes, we still have about 12 spots in the finals still.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, we have... which puzzle is it? I cannot see it now.
It's the jungle.
It's the jungle?
It's the jungle again. I can see the tree on the side of the box.
Ah, these are the flamingos. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, there are many, many green pieces there.
Yeah, it seems like a green mess. No, I think it was a good choice for most of the teams to not take this one. It's not the best choice or not the fastest puzzle to choose when you have these around it. So it is a doable puzzle, but
not faster than the others.
it's not fast enough to do compared to the other ones.
Yes.
And it seems like this team has just started doing the townhouse, and that's actually an interesting method of finding the pieces.
Yeah,
they're just searching out of the box.
Yeah, but maybe they are sorting the edges?
It seems like it, yes.
Yes, one person is sorting and the others got their sections maybe.
Yeah. And someone is also puzzling on their lamp.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things going on there. They do have their designated puzzlers. So there's one person working on the edge. There's one person who is like, I don't know actually what he's really doing.
I think
it feels like he's sorting.
Yeah, just collecting the pieces of a section, maybe.
Yes, and then one person is puzzling in his lab. Which there on the very
right.
side.
Yeah, some kind of tray.
And yes, they are picking out the edges.
And then Amsterdam.
And another Amsterdam. I'm actually starting to wonder of like how many teams chose the Amsterdam puzzle. And it is more than what we were thinking.
Yeah, it's the same number than the jungle.
Yes, and then 5 teams actually finished it, and 6 are still 2 are still working on it.
And all of them were under an hour, so
yeah,
it's not that bad.
It actually went pretty quickly.
Yeah.
For those teams, I feel like this is the second puzzle for the others, so they are working on it now.
Yeah, and they have pretty good progress here because the part of the buildings are done as well.
Yes.
They just have to put it in the picture.
Yes.
Some pieces were missing, but.
And then when a team does that they have like a whatever big section or like any part of the image like outside of the picture, it's actually very deceiving of how much done they are with it.
Yes.
Because like also with like these chaos puzzlers that you sometimes have, like you just have like things flying around and it looks like they don't have anything done, and then all of a sudden they just slide everything together.
Yeah, and it gets together.
And it's just wow, it's done.
Yeah. Yeah, and for our team, it's the same. That not so much is done, and everybody puts there, and we are just so we worked something.
Yes, some very nice mushrooms being formed there.
Oh, very nicely sorted pieces.
That's super organized.
Yeah, it's quite nice when you have your pieces.
Yes, even though that's something that I never do. Like I never line them up.
Yeah, I line them up for bigger puzzles, and I just relax puzzles, but
not for speed puzzling, I imagine.
No.
It takes up too much time to like turn them into like nice lines. It might help with like arranging of like which one you have tried already.
Yes.
But otherwise, I don't think it really helps too much.
Yeah, I think it takes up too much time and doesn't have that much benefit, maybe.
Even though when we were at the Hungarian competition in the team puzzle, one of our team members was doing sorting for us, and at one point we were doing one of those puzzles that had a lot of dark in it. It had like a
that
lot
was
of
with the girl?
yeah, with
Yeah.
the girl image, and it had like a lot of black pieces that were
that was
just
brutal.
plain black and nothing else. And there, what our sorter did is that she didn't just shape sort, but she also kind of, because she knew it was an enjoy puzzle, I think.
Magnolia.
Magnolia, that's the one. And she knew the brand pretty well, so she could tell which direction it is
Ah,
pointed. So she placed it in a way that she was like, this goes like vertically, this goes horizontally.
that's really
and then
good.
that actually helped a lot. But even then, it was more like she handed it to me and was like, place this goes this way. And then it was
Wow.
way easier to find it.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's where it comes in very, very handy when you know the piece cut.
Yes. Yeah, it definitely helps.
Yes. There as well, the middle mushrooms are just like a little island in the middle of the entire puzzle. And
we have dance sections in the box.
oh, that's interesting. It's also then.
It's this puzzle?
No, I think that's the jungle as well.
Oh, that's
those
still
are the lions in the
that's
box.
still the jungle. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, it's the jungle puzzle.
Oh yeah, I can see, of course.
No, in comparison to all the other puzzles, it's way more challenging.
Yeah. Here is another one.
And we have 2 minutes left. Well,
So
less than
exciting.
2 minutes now. Do we still get a finisher? Is the question.
There are not so many pieces left.
There are not
here.
that many pieces left, but they're also at their pace. I don't think it's going to work
Yeah,
out
it's the
anymore.
hardest part of the picture, so.
So it doesn't feel like they are placing things quickly enough so that you can finish it in time. And then yeah, there unfortunately there's not much to do anymore.
Yeah.
They are also not in a hurry, really.
Yeah, their other puzzle was the mushroom one.
I think so. I think so, but I can't exactly remember anymore.
Yeah,
But there would still be a chance, but it's just 1 minute. It's not enough, unfortunately, but it's so close.
Yeah.
But judging by the results so far, they do have a chance for the final still.
Yes. Yes, it will be easy to count because it won't be that much.
Yes. Yeah, this is where like it's easier to count like the connected pieces
yes.
compared to the not connected pieces and just like get that out, because yeah, counting 1,000 pieces is tiresome.
But then you have to be careful that it's not a 1,000-piece puzzle, but 1,008.
Oh yes.
Puzzle.
Yes. That is why when I buy second-hand puzzles, I never trust those that haven't been like completed, and they just say I counted the pieces. That doesn't tell you anything.
Yes.
And also, I would never trust someone counting pieces because like I mess up counting every single time. And it's 10 seconds left. Some more pieces. Every single piece counts still.
Yes.
And it's done.
Wow.
Congratulations to everyone who has pulled through. It has been 3 hours straight of puzzling.
Yeah,
which is extremely straining. So yeah, hats off to everyone who has pulled through with
congratulations everybody
with Group B of the qualifying rounds for the teams. And with that, we're actually done with all the qualifying rounds for this competition. All that is left is the pairs final, the individual final, and the teams final tomorrow. So it's only finals. And yes, we're looking forward to that. Thank you very much, Vicky, for joining in for the stream of this qualification round. I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, of course.
And yes, enjoy the pairs final.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for joining in as well. And see you in the next round, which is going to be, I have to take a peek at my schedule, that is going to be at 4:30, the pairs final. So see you then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.